how me say this? Trust me, London, shut down. Cape Town, shut down. Amsterdam, shut down.
Shut down like a bad man.
He's the only guy that wants to come out and show people the true angle about making a bit of money from it. I'm gonna fucking make it. I'm gonna fucking make it. There's no way I'm gonna roll.
Actually, I even when the mission shit'll come back around and get you.
Inside for me is the best trade in the game.
Remember I deleted all my other girls' numbers out the phone for you. Remember when you had to take a box time I drove in the snow for you. Yeah, you probably don't remember half the shit a nigga did for you. Yeah, you ain't really fuck with me way back then, but I'm up right now.
I'm not gonna lie. Only 200 people can come in here, bro. We're gonna make this shit work, though. We're gonna make it work.
200 people.
Yeah, 200 people.
No way.
Yeah, maybe
what
more
happened
than
to the 700, man?
Damn, this is crazy.
Fucked up, bro. What happened to the 700?
This is fucking crazy, bro. What the fuck? I guess we get started now. So she's gonna let everybody in. Yeah. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll see you guys downstairs. Wait. Where's Pat? Should we get everybody to say ICC on 3?
Yeah, but stay in front of him.
All right. Yo. You got it. 0.5, whatever looks good. It looks good. 1, 2, 3. ICC! Yo, come on.
Because the people in the back are not going to be.
This.
Yes.
This is the loudest it go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But
I appreciate everybody coming out. Oh, there it goes. I just have to fucking scream. I appreciate everybody coming out. I actually did not know this many people was gonna come. I'm not gonna lie. In the back of my head, I was thinking like maybe 100, maybe 200, but it's like, what, 400, 500 people out there? I appreciate the support. Overall, you know, I try my best to do as much as I can for the... I do my best. I do my best because you know how I am. Like, I've been through the worst situations growing up, and the least I can do now is give back as much as possible to people that probably need it too. I don't know if you guys constantly watch my videos, but the other day I was having this video talking about how people sometimes need hope, or even sometimes a small push to even get them to wherever they want to be. And you might be that hope for them, so why not be that help? So me, a little bit of backstory about me, some of you guys already know, but I pretty much grew up in orphanage. When I grew up in this orphanage, that mom that I had, she was like the worst mom you could ever have. I was getting verbally abused, physically abused, mentally abused, everything you can think of. And it was me and my brother, and she basically used all the government money to basically fund her lifestyle. So, you know, using it to party, do drugs, stuff like that. So I grew up in, like, I guess you can say a broken home. And then, like, she had constant men in and out of the house. So I seen different types of men come in and out of the life. I seen physical abuse on her and all types of stuff as a kid. And also as well, she always told me, like, the reason why I don't have a mom and dad, like a real mom and dad, or I never seen them, was because, like, they didn't love me anyways to even care about me, so they just gave me away. So I've always had that in the back of my head. So then that ended up causing me to go to school, try to fit in, because at home it was super bad. So I tried to find some type of outlet with going to school, trying to fit in with kids that, you know, maybe I didn't fit in with, or maybe I just would never be able to. I was never good at sports. I was never good at music or good at drawing, arts. I wasn't good like everybody else, or I didn't have like a talent or a skill. So I just ended up, you know, hanging out with the badder kids, which ended up getting me into a lot of fights. I got into juvenile detention. I had like what y'all call it? Like the fucking strap? What is it? Tag, the tag. I had a tag, still get into fights, which then led me into juvenile detention at 13. I was in juvenile detention for over a year and a half. And being in there, it's not like the big boy jail, but it's still like a fucking cell. Like, you still have to be in there for a pretty long time to think. And this ended up causing me to like kind of shift my like whole mindset. So when I got out a year and a half later, I was like, okay, let me go work a job. Let me try to, you know, change my life. I couldn't go back to school anymore. I was expelled. And my foster parent, she wouldn't want to move. So I just kind of had to, you know, work a job from there and figure it out or get my GED. So then I started working. And then one day I came home and the whole house was empty. No furniture, no TVs, no people in it. Everybody was gone. And I tried to contact my orphanage or my foster mom, and she was gone. She was like, oh, I'm in another state. So at this time, I'm roughly 15 going on 16. And at 16 years old, I'm pretty much homeless. I have no mom, I have no dad. My orphanage mom kicked me out, basically. And I'm pretty much sitting in this random state with pretty much no friends. The friends that I thought I had, they kind of like left me out to dry. You know how that goes. So I basically had nothing. So what I did was I found out that I could just work 2 jobs to kind of occupy my time instead of being on the streets. And I worked 2 jobs. I was working at a Taco Bell and I was working at a McDonald's. And they was like roughly beside each other. So it kind of worked out in my favor. One I stayed at night and then the other one I stayed in the morning. They kind of knew my situation, so I would be able to sleep in the break rooms whenever I had time. And then if I wasn't, I would just be working. Eventually, I did this for like 8 months before I moved into a coworker's friend's house, and she was like a disabled lady. So I kind of like crashed on her couch for a bit. And I did this for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and I kind of was like fed up with it. So then I tried one last time, or like this was my first time, but this was like my last option that I could really do, was contact my biological mom and try to reach out to her and try to see if like she would give me a response. So I hit her with the, you know, like, I know you don't like me or love me or whatever, but I need help. I'm homeless. I have nowhere to go. And she actually responded. I went to sleep on it, and then I woke up to a text. I texted her back and I was like, hey, I'm here. And I texted her and she called immediately. Like she was waiting at the phone for me to text back. She was like, where you at? Where you at? Apparently, my biological mom this whole time was 15 minutes away from where I was at the current time. So then she came and picked me up. I moved in with my mom, my little sister, and my brother. He ended up choosing a different life. So yeah, it was just me and my mom and my sister. And I was trying to help her out because she's always been kind of like a struggling mom in a sense, especially with having like 3 kids and both her kids getting taken by the government and still having one left. Trying to take care. It's just like America will like squeeze you into a chokehold if they can. Like if you don't have a lot of money in America, it's like really hard to get by, like really hard, and it's getting harder by the day. So basically, what happened after that was I ended up finding another job to get into, and I started doing like e-commerce. I started doing like TikTok, YouTubes, all types of things to make some type of extra cash. And it just wasn't working, so I just kept working fast food. And then one day in this fast food drive-thru that I was working at, this lady pulled up in like this super nice car. And I'm like, bro, like, what the? Like, I've never asked anybody this question a day in my life, but I was like, yo, what do you do for a living? Because her husband was in the passenger seat, chilling, living his best life, had chains on and shit. I was like, bro, what do y'all do? And she was like, oh, we day trade. And at the time, I didn't know what this was at all. Like day trading, I'm like, okay. And I like took it into note, and she was like, yeah, try it whenever you turn 18. At the time, I'm 17, going on 18, and like, I think it was like 4 months later. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll try it whenever I get the chance to. And by the way, my foster mom took all my documents. So at 18, I had to get everything back, like Social Security, birth certificate. I needed to get a license. I needed to get everything. I needed to restart my whole life. So at 18, I kind of like quit fast food, and I had no job for like 2 weeks. But then I ended up finding like a warehouse job. So in America, it's like that kind of pays way more than anything else, but it is like way more stressful. It's kind of like construction in a sense. Yeah. So you're gonna work 12 hours and bust your ass, but you're gonna get paid a little bit more than working flipping burgers. So then I picked up this job, and then I also tried to, start trading. I made like $2 on a Webull account, my first ever trade. Or I had a $2 account, and then I put like, I don't know what I was buying, but I bought something and it made like 2 cents. And I was like, oh shit, I just made 2 cents. I was like, oh shit, this is lit. And so then I was like, if I put more, I should make more. Oh, bro, I blew all that money, bro. So then I was like, all right, I know I got to put some money in here to make money, but I didn't really have much money because most of my money was going to help my mom with the bills. So then eventually I picked up a second job, or actually I kind of did that, was blowing my money. And then I was like, all right, I got to pick up a second job because me working this first job and then trying to trade and help was not working. I was kind of using more money than I should to try to trade to get me out of the hole. And I should have just been kind of, learning first. And then, once I felt comfortable trading, then getting into it. So then a couple weeks went by and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get this job. I'm gonna save some money on the side. And then the money that I save on the side, I'm gonna end up, when I feel comfortable to trade, then I'm gonna use that money to trade. So then I did that and I saved up $3,000. My first goal was $1,000 because I've actually never seen at the time $1,000 sitting in my account. So I was like, that was like my first goal mentally. I don't know why, but it was like numbers or some shit. So then I was like, all right, cool. Let me save that up. Saved up the 1,000. Then I was like, all right, bet. Let me save up another $2,000. I got up to $3,000 and then I was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna start my account with. I feel comfortable. I feel like I know what I'm doing. So let me just go into the market and see what happens. So my first goal was really honestly, it was really just trading. But what I advise anybody to do is like, whenever you save up capital and you feel like you know what you're doing now, like after like maybe weeks or even months on practicing, and I'm not talking about just get a demo and get 100K in the demo and then trade it up to $1 million. No, that's not what because some people think like just because you make money on the demo, it's the same thing as you're gonna make money real. But it's really about like if you're actually getting into the good trades on demo or not. So it's like a difference. But yeah, overall, like I was building this account and I was thinking in the back of my head like, all right, if I make $80 to $100 a day, that's pretty much what I should be happy with if I get it in a trade. And I was really just focused on replacing what I was doing already or replacing my job. And I was thinking in the aspect of somebody from the UK. So basically I was trying to replace my job at first, but as my account started growing, I started to see how simple life was kind of like. I wasn't too fixated on the money in the first place. Like when I first like was ready to take off with that 3,000, I was more thinking like, all right, if I make 80 to 100, I'll be good with that if I'm in a trade. But as I started hitting trades, I kind of lost that. I was more hungry for, I need to be right. Like if I'm right, most of the times I'm gonna make money regardless. So that was like my biggest thing. Like, and I think I still stick with that to this day. Like a lot of people think I'm like more fixated on the actual figures, but it's more of like, if I get the move right, if I get the position and trade right, I'm gonna make money regardless. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I focus on building that skill, I'm gonna always come out on top because regardless, you can't lose if you're in the right position. There's no way you lose money if you're in the right position and it goes your way. So that was pretty much how everything started. And then over time, I started to see a friend of mine's, well, he's not my friend anymore. He was trading Forex. So at the time of all this, I was trading penny stocks. So penny stocks was something that was really good back in 2021, 2020, 2021, 2022, and then it kind of died off. SPY hit like 400 back in December 2022, and then everything kind of tanked from there. And yeah, penny stocks haven't been the same as it was back then. So that's what I was trading first. And then once the market crashed back in 2022, or it didn't crash, but it made a huge dip, I ended up switching over to Forex. And this kind of opened my eyes to a lot more because in stocks, you kind of only make money going up unless you trade options. And now they have futures, which the public is really now, because futures wasn't like a big thing that anybody could do back then. It was like more of like bigger capital can do futures. So now it's like we can do futures, but that wasn't a thing back then. So it was either options or trading Forex. So then I ended up picking up Forex, and it opened my eyes to pretty much a lot, such as more margin, more leverage. You have full control over everything. So in stocks, whatever you put in is what you can lose, which is cool. But with Forex, it's like you can kind of set your stop loss however much you want, but you can make 10 times more than that, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit different. But yeah, I came over to Forex, and it was pretty much the same way of trading stocks, but I kind of had to get out of the habit of like the smaller time frames. So then over time, I started deleting more things away from my chart. I used to trade ICT, I used to trade SMC, I used to trade all this confusing shit back then. And then eventually I was like, all right, let me just try to trade as simple as possible and just focus on the trend. And that kind of led me into building ICC, which is where it's at today. And I try to push it out as much as possible because all the shit that I had learned over the years was like blocking me from the true value or the true idea of trading. Trading is more about finding the trend and utilizing and taking opportunities of a trend. Everything on the higher, like if you actually look at like a stock or a CFD, a crypto, anything, if you look at it from a higher time frame perspective, there's always a trend. And if you actually think about it, if you can actually capture that trend, you can pretty much hold for a longer term or a longer period of time and make a lot more money than you would being confused on a day-to-day basis. So I think that was like my biggest thing was like, I had to get out of the mindset of like, I need to make money every day. And then it turned into like, okay, I need to be able to find a position where I can take opportunities, take that opportunity and be able to scale throughout. So as I'm in that one position, I can close on along the way, but I'm still capitalizing off the whole move alone. And you make way more money and it's way less stressful. Like you don't have to worry about waking up every single day, especially if you're trading in a higher time frame. There's not gonna be a day where you're just like in a buy position and you just see one candle just go all the way down or something. Like you won't see that on the higher time frame perspective. On a smaller time frame, you might see that more than often. So that's what pushed me today. Like I said, I've been through a lot of stuff. You know, like that's pretty much like the fast forward of my life. But as those days was going by, because there's 365 days out of the year, I've seen shit on a day-to-day basis, especially living in America. I lived in ATL and I was staying on Cleveland Ave. And I don't know if y'all guys know about that. Maybe you heard songs about it, maybe. But staying over there in that area, it's very dangerous. You see shit a lot. So it's like, I've been through shit and I understand. And like, I wish I had somebody to tell me like, yo, bro, keep going. Because people ask me all the time, like, what'd you think? What made you keep pushing? Like, I don't know, just my mom. Like my mom and seeing my mom and my sister, I just was like, I need to like help them out. That was my biggest thing. I just need to help my moms out. That's the only thing I cared about. I wanted to help my moms and I would have been good. Like even if I never made as much money, as long as I was able to take care of my mom, I would have been happy. So I understand where some people come from. Some people are only here just to help their friends or help their family out. They don't even want to become a millionaire or whatever. They just want to help their moms. They want to help their dads, whatever. And like, if I'm able to give that hope and give that wisdom or that knowledge, because I've been through everything. I've been through the over trading. I've been in a trade and I'm looking at it all night. Can't even sleep because I'm in the trade thinking it's gonna hit stop loss. Like I've done it. I've been through everything, bro. I've full margin at the top of it. You know, if price during CPI, if it goes all the way up, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sell it at the top and think it's gonna go all the way down and you're gonna make a lot. I've been through it, bro. So the least I can do is give back to the people that, you know, probably need it. So yeah, that's my story.
You want to sit?
Yeah, so if you guys got any questions, right now I don't have the MacBook, so not too many trading questions, but if you have like psychology questions or questions, okay. If you have any like psychology questions, whatever, I'm open to those.
Yeah, I have one question is, how is for you, your self-control once you want to go to the next level? Let's say you raise your first trade 1,000, and then you're in the level like, you want to risk more, you know, in order to make more.
Have you been making money at 1,000 though?
Sorry?
Have you been making money at 1,000 risk? Like
yeah.
you think, okay.
Yeah. But what I'm saying for you, and if you want to grow and like, you prove to yourself like you can risk the amount higher percentage of your account. How you manage that?
I mean, don't overthink it. Kind of like think about it in the sense of like, if you're risking 1,000 per trade, right? Mm-hmm. And you feel like you've gotten quite a bit of good trades, then you shouldn't be scared to kind of up the risk if you already know that your trades are playing through anyways. Okay. You're thinking about it in the money aspect. Think of it just like, are my trades good? Like if your trades are consistently good, then there's nothing wrong with upping your risk because you already know your trades are already good.
Micro.
No, it's all good. I just wasn't talking in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually gonna ask like similar question. Like, you see when you said you're scaling from 3K.
Yeah.
You see when you done a few videos back, and it the risk, all the, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do like the same way that you was mentioning it in the mid video when you're scaling up from free kick? Did you actually do that?
Yeah.
Or you actually done it like that?
Yeah.
You risked 10%.
Yeah.
And
I've always
scaled
been
quickly through that.
I've always been doing it that way.
That's
with
sick.
like a 1 to 3 risk to reward, because the number, like, it's all a numbers game. All you gotta do to, like, it's a numbers game because of the trades.
Yeah.
The trades you're taking 1 to 3, maybe 1 to 2, sometimes 1 to 3, 1 to 4. If you lose one trade, you still have, if you go 1 to 4 all the time, right?
Yeah.
If you lose one, your next trade can come back from that, and you're still up 1 to 3.
Yeah, but like, this, would you use the same, like, let's say you're risking $100, right?
Mhm.
And you lose that trade. Are you risking $100 again or not?
Yeah, you can't change it because it's gonna mess up. If you do anything
Yeah, I was-
less or more, it's gonna mess it up. So if you go in risking 100 and then your next trade you do 50, then that means you have to have 2 trades of those 50s to hit in order to make back what you lost.
Yeah, because I was thinking about the, you know, 10%, but like now you've lost that money. Is it 10% on that?
You should risk according to your account. So I like to do it by 10 trades. You can go 5 trades if you feel like you're super confident. The lower you go in trades, so basically what that means is I say, oh, I'm gonna give my account 10 trades. That means 10 trades. If I lose all 10 trades, I blow my account.
Yeah.
I can go 5, which is way bigger. I think that's like 25%. If I lose 5 trades, my whole account's gone. Or if you feel like you're not that good, go 20 trades. So you need 20 trades, 20 losses in order to blow the whole thing. And what helps with this is risk to reward. Because if you have a 1 to 3, that means you're kind of like, even if you lose one trade, that next trade can bring it back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, play with the numbers.
How'd you get your win rate so high?
Being patient.
Yeah.
Like
So I think that's my problem.
you truly have to like. You truly like. I get it. It looks crazy, but honestly, it's because of the amount of trades or the amount of setups that you take compared to, like, win rate is only like the trades you lose, the trades you win. If you're more, I wouldn't even say cherry picking. It's more of like careful about every decision that you make, but not too careful. Like, if it strongly makes sense, like the analysis that you have really aligns, every time frame's aligning together, and you feel really confident about it, then take it. But don't take something just to be in a trade.
Yeah,
Or don't.
I see like when it, like, you know, let's say you see like of course Solana dropped down a little bit yesterday. You
Yeah.
might have seen that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like last night, literally. Cool. But then it came back up. But when the first time when it dropped last night, I saw it in a 15-minute time frame. It looked like it made sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, like where do you think I went?
So you got in the buy? Or
Yeah. No, I got in a sell. So I
Off
thought
the 15.
on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, what do you enter on Solana?
I'm still in Solana sales.
Me too. Yeah, but when you enter, what is it, like 15-minute or 5? What was your stop loss? Or 30 minutes?
My stop loss is above. Well, I'm swinging it. I think crypto's.
It's higher time frame.
Yeah, it's more of, I'm super big on higher time frames. Like, the only time I get on a lower time frame is for the entries. But once I have the entry, I don't like being back on that lower time frame because it's so confusing there. Like if I'm looking, so let's say my main analysis came from like let's say if I seen like a lower high on like the daily, then that's going to be my main analysis. Or if I seen like a lower high or something on the 4 hour, then that would be my main analysis. As long as that don't change, whatever else is happening under it, I don't really too much care about it.
Yeah, because I was literally thinking, like, if I'd entered on a higher time frame, it would have made more sense.
He's taking the prize,
Yeah, what happened?
No, he's good.
Go ahead.
No, I was thinking if I ended like, it would have made more sense if I entered on a higher time frame. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
on the
if
lower
you
time
would have
frame,
entered on the higher time frame, yeah.
Let me give So my question is, I'm completely new to trading.
New, okay.
Right? So I saw your video last week. I only found out about you last week.
That's crazy.
And honestly, the way you described your trending, the way you look at the trend, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You're the first person who's ever explained it where I can look at it like that. I set up a demo account, started with 20,000 on last week Wednesday. Today I'm at 22,000. Yeah, and you're capping, but I don't even know what I've done. I don't. But I'm just following because these guys, he's asked you 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You said it from the beginning. You do your swing trader.
Yeah.
So you're not looking at 15 minutes. You're looking at the 1 hours, and you're going for days.
Yeah.
So my question is, for someone like me who's brand new to this, yeah, and I've met people who trade, I've known people who are heavy hitters, and they've said to me, because they know me on a personal level, that, oh, I don't think trading is for you. You're better off just investing in stocks and go long term. So for someone like you who's very in tune with what you're doing and where you've come from is similar, how do you look at someone and tell whether, yeah, they have what it takes to get to this kind of level? Is that something that you look at, or that you can?
I mean, you can't tell right off the bat. It's more of like a conversational thing.
Yeah.
Like the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, trading bleeds into your life, kind of. So like the way, like, trading is honestly just going to change you as a person, because it's going to make you kind of be more patient, be more, I guess you could say, I wouldn't say wise about your words, but the way, just kind of the way you act and talk and speak, it kind of will project into your trading, and your trading will project that too as well.
Okay.
It's really not something you can tell right off the bat, but if somebody's telling you that, don't let it like sink into your head too, because
No, but
you
I'm
can
here
do
right now.
You can do anything, bro.
And I
like,
just followed the trend, and I made $2 grand on the level. So I
You
feel like
see,
they're
like-
full of shit. Excuse my language.
yeah.
But-
I mean, people are gonna say whatever. I mean, that's what the world is—a bunch of opinions. Everybody's gonna have an opinion. You're not supposed to let somebody else's opinion, ruin what you think. If you think you can do it, you can do it, right? As long as you're doing the right things, then you're cool. Don't let nobody tell you can't be a trader.
Nah, don't. When
You
you
know what
said
I'm saying?
it,
Like,
it made me want to do
I have
it more.
fucking face tats and I'm black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? like back in America, that's like quote unquote day trading is like a white people thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
White collar,
saying?
They call it white collar here. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who you are, whatever you do, as long as you're able to adapt to the markets, adapt to trading, have that psychological mindset where you can kind of process risk and all these different emotions you might have while putting your capital on the line. You can do anything.
And just very quickly, because I'm brand new to it, some people have already told me, don't listen to no one else, just listen to Sai. Give me one piece of advice today directly to me.
I just gave you
No,
advice.
The whole psychology,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Like, I've gone through therapy, all of that. I understand. Maybe you do, because you're thinking like that. just outside of that, just on a sense of like, right, this is where I would start and keep going.
Wait, this is where you will start and keep going. What do you mean?
Like, as a trader, as a brand new beginner.
I mean, you're already in the right spot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say you're in the right spot.
I respect that. Thank you, man.
Hello. Obviously, I was introduced to ICC with my brothers Jerry and Eman. They introduced me to you on YouTube. Obviously, I feel like when you start trading, you start to understand yourself, as you said, like trading actually comes to your life. You start to understand the habits you've got and what you need to change.
Yeah.
So obviously, me knowing myself, I'm very much of a person that's in and out, if that makes sense. So with trading, right, because obviously, I like the lower time frames, I'll be honest with you. But I just wanted to know what made you switch, because you said that you were doing the lower time frames.
Yeah.
What made you realize, okay, I'm gonna stop doing lower time frames? What triggered you? And do you feel like you would have been more successful now if you kept doing the lower time frames where you are now, if that makes sense?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question, I'm not gonna lie. So what made me switch from like the smaller time frames to the higher time frames was more of like, it was like a slight bit of greed, because I was thinking more in a sense of like, dang, imagine if I was holding from down here type of thing.
Yeah.
And then it made me think like, how could I do that? Like, how could I get into one position and hold and be that guy that's still holding from that one level and prices all the way up here? So then that kind of got into my mind, and then also when I actually started doing it, it became less stressful. Like there's some days I don't have to wake up and like kind of stress about looking at the charts, because like not every day you're gonna wake up on time. Some days you might be sluggish. Some days you might not want to get out of bed. Some days you get up early. So it was like more in a sense of like, when I started swing trading and started going for like longer plays, it was more of like waking up and I feel kind of relieved. I'm patient. Like I feel more at ease when I wake up in the morning than trying to catch that chaos at 9:30 or 3 o'clock here, or like 2 o'clock.
2:30.
Yeah, 2:30. You know, like I don't feel like I have to get into that rush. Like I don't feel like I'm at a rush when it comes to trading. I feel more of like at ease. I can kind of come in with a clear head, think about it. Okay, does this decision look good long term? Because remember, if I'm trading a swing trade, if I'm going for a trend, regardless, I'm gonna see the trend going up. It's not going anywhere without me. Even like some big spikes up or big spikes down, like price has got to either correct or come back for a correction. If it doesn't, then I'll just miss the trade. But all in all, I'm pretty much patient with it.
Okay. And last question: do you think you would have been more successful doing lower time frames? Or just
no, because the market changes. Last one, the market changes every year. I think with swing trading is always going to be on top of lower time frame trading and lower scales, because the day to day is always going to be different.
Yeah.
Every year it changes. Like this Trump market we've been going through, every single day it looks crazy different, but the trend is still there. So that's never going to change. The trend is always going to be there, but the day to day basis, the day to day movement is it might be different.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hi, sir. I just wanted to ask quickly, because of the crash that happened a couple of weeks ago, it made me curious, like, is your portfolio bigger than just you as a gold day trader or a swing trader? Like, do you have a bigger portfolio than just gold? Like, do you have Bitcoin? Do you have one of those long term?
For gold, I have 2 accounts for gold, and then I have an account for crypto. But I do more of margin trading when it comes to crypto, not investing. So before the crash, I kind of was like getting skeptical about the whole like Bitcoin thing, especially even with gold too. Like the rises that we've had recently is not economical. Like it's not right at all. And they're pretty much just dumping as much liquidity in gold as possible, which is not supposed to happen. So I kind of stepped away from like, I said kind of. I kind of stepped away from like fully investing into it, but more of like just trading the movements of it.
So basically, in short, you kind of like swing whatever looks the best.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because as a trader, we can make money up and down, so why not?
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's my question.
Yeah. The guy behind you.
That bothers me.
Yeah, him back there,
Go on, bro.
And then y'all can go back in the line.
Yeah.
Just want to say thank you for the opportunity, and I do have just a couple of questions which are more
Guys,
psychology.
a little bit louder, that's a lot.
My question depends on psychology. I don't have any problem with trading or analyze or whatever. My problem that it's when I analyze the market, I cannot have the 100% like that confident on my trade or take the position. And just being sitting in front of the screen, watching my trade going to the TV, that freaked me out. And then I just been sitting again, trying to revenge from the market, and then I get humbled. And that's
Wait. So at first you're scared to lose. Scared to win, and then once you win, you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it.
I think the problem is not about scared from win or losing. It's I noticed that I'm not that 100% confident of taking the trade or like 100% confident from my knowledge. So when I analyze everything and ready to take the trade, there is something hold me to not open.
Oh, you don't
position.
take the trade at all?
I don't. That's why. I just keep watching, and then it goes to my TV, and it's happening more often. And I cannot sort out this, and then I just notice that I will take that trade, chasing trade that is not, it's not there. I like want to force it. And the other thing also is like closing a position early, where I just like, oh, I'm up 500 quid, so I'm not making this at my work.
Yeah.
So closing early, then before it even hit my TV, and then it goes to the TV, and the next day, for example, if I get like stopped, like I hit stop loss, I would be like more down than I expect because I closed the day early, my position like early. And thank you.
So basically, like more of like not trusting yourself. Because if you have the right analysis and you see that it plays through, why not take the trade? It's nothing I really can say about that, because it's more of like you trusting your own self and just being okay with like, okay, this is what I've learned, so let me put it into effect. I think you should just try you've already been practicing and seeing it works out, so it's really just taking that step and taking that leap and stop being afraid.
I've been in that position before.
I mean, you just gotta believe in yourself, bro. The worst that can happen is you lose and then you have to start over.
Well, that's the thing. I would say like I could not take my trade, my own trade, and because I'm not confident 100% about it. But if someone in the crowd will come to me and say, "Oh, I'm on a buy on a gold," I'll say, "Let's go for it." Which doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know. Like I know that's why the
Do you think your method can be automated?
No.
I think so.
I don't know about that one.
I think because on lower time frame you can enter on like pin.
Oh no.
Or
Oh, he said, can it be automated? Nah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, thank you for coming. I appreciate everything that you've been doing for everyone. Recently, you put a sell on gold, and I just want to know what makes you know at that precise point to put your entry on there.
Wait,
because
recently?
No, not recently. It was probably a couple of weeks ago. But
I haven't traded gold in almost a month now.
Okay, maybe.
It was like at the beginning of the month when I traded gold.
It was 50. It was the 50 whole lots. The free. No, it weren't Solana.
No, it wasn't Solana.
It was gold.
Bro, that was so long ago.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it had wicked maybe 3 times, and then at that exact point, it broke through, and you'd put 3 positions of 50 lots on, and it had dumped that much. And I just don't know how you.
I gotta see, because I got them all.
When you
What's up this here, brother?
Yeah, and he had like 350 lots on it. What determines that? Because it's wicked like 3-4 times, and at that point, when you start
Hold on, I gotta see this.
You see?
I think before New York.
If it's before New York, that's probably why. I gotta see what you're talking about, to be honest.
Yeah, I got coin up.
Did you?
Yeah, all the way to like 198.
And you said this was recently.
No, this was around the time of the entry. You know when you broke back, trying to go down, it's wicked a couple of times. If you go on the 1 hour time.
I have a lot of trades that look like that. There's like one like here, and it went down like that.
What determines the break of the low? Because if it does break the low, it dumps off. You can't get a, and then you can't get a retest. So, but you get the break.
Because essentially you don't have to wait for that break, especially if you have like, let's say if you're looking for price to break a level of support, or you're looking for sales.
Yeah.
If you have like a lower high presented to you beforehand, most of the time that indicates you that price is becoming weaker and weaker. So you can kind of use that as your stop loss because you have a lower high. And if you're looking for sales, there's already a previous low in the market.
Yeah.
These things are showing you that price is already bearish without
So
that.
it's only the break of the low and high. That's it.
More of like looking for those. So if you're looking for buys, you need to see higher lows in the market, and also breaks of swing highs, because that's indicating you that price is bullish.
Okay.
Vice versa. So if price is selling and you're looking for sells, you need to see lower highs.
Okay.
So if price comes off of a lower high and coming into New York session, 9 times out of 10 that volume is going to push with that lower high. Because remember, a trend is always going to be, in this case, let's say we have the lower high, price needs that lower low. It doesn't need it, but it's most likely going to make that lower low.
Okay.
Go for a lower high. When it does that, it's going to go for that lower low again. I know it sounds like I know it sounds simple, but most of the times price is going to follow the market structure that it presents to you.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, it's most likely consolidating. Oh yeah, right.
I've got 2 questions for you, bro. Do you diversify your income? So do you do things with your money outside of trading? And what money management advice could you give like to people that are withdrawing consistently?
It depends on how much you're making though. Cause like at my standpoint, not an ego thing, but like at this standpoint, it's kind of hard for me to like really get what I want to do. Cause like I can do a lot, but like I don't know what I should do. And then trading makes so much, it's like, should I do anything? So then I kind of contemplate against myself. But honestly, I would just go with any other hobby that you want to get into. Most people always say real estate, but like honestly, if you're a day trader and you're making some money, do whatever you like to do, even if it makes money or not, right? Because honestly, no matter if the market goes down or up, you're still going to be able to make money regardless if you have that skill. So it's not really like, for us traders, I feel like, yeah, we can invest into other things, but we're always going to be able to make money. There will be some months that it might not produce any money, but that's why you always have capital saved up to the side. You know, some going untouched. You can put it into whatever investment you feel like is worthy. You know, because I could tell you one thing, but you might like, I don't really want to do that. You know, so it's whatever you feel like doing, and then kind of build you a team too. If you start making a lot of money, hire an assistant, hire an accountant, and they'll help you with this too as well. But yeah, because go ahead. I got you.
First of all, thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate your efforts. So my question is related to psychology. When I do trade 4 or 5 trades and it's win, and I'm super confident for 5th trade, and unfortunately I ignore some of rules and took a trade, and it's unfortunately in a loss. So does it come in a gambling or?
So wait, you enter 4 trades.
Yeah, I took 4 trades and it's win, and then I took 5th one trade, and I ignored some of rules because I was super confident and I know I can do it. And it will
in one day?
No, not in one day, in a week. But then if it's lost, so I took 1 week break, and I was thinking that I did gambling, and this was all my friends that you are gamblers and you do gambling. So does it come in gambling?
Yeah, sort of.
The first trade you know some of rules.
Because you broke the rules. Why would you do that?
I didn't just broke, but I know that I'm confident some of the. So does it come in gambling?
I mean, you kind of answered your own question, but like if I know, all right. So if you won pretty much 4 days out of the week, that last day you see a setup, it's breaking your rules, but you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it anyways. Why would you do that to yourself? No, over here. I told him.
So like, what mentally made you get to that point that increased your growth? Because obviously you went through like a lot of stuff before, and besides that, trading is hard. So like, what mental habits made you get to that level?
What mental habits? Honestly, being afraid to lose. I don't know how everybody else kind of grew up, but like when I used to get in trouble, like you would do it one time and you'd be like, fuck this, I'm not doing that shit again. Because like, you would get a whoop and it was like, bro, I'm not doing that. So it's like the same way with trading. Like I would see that it's not working, so why would I keep doing that to myself? Like we only have 365 days. I'm not going to use all of those days losing and doing the same shit every day. So it's like that.
Sorry, I got one quick.
Over here.
So you see you do your analysis on the 4 hour, yeah?
Yeah.
But your entry's on the 15.
Yeah.
So the higher low may be way down here, and you're catching, the consolidation is here, but the actual high low of the 4 hours down here. So your stop loss technically has to be all the way down here, because by right you're bullish on the 15 minute, but you might be your stop loss for that it can come down here and still be bullish on the 4 hour. So when I was trying to, does it make sense? So,
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So you're bullish down here, that's your higher low, then you're coming up. But on the 15 minute your stop loss is just here. But it can still break that.
Yeah.
Whereas on the 4 hour it's still down here, but your entry is on the 15 minutes, so your stop loss would have to be quite far down. I found that when I was doing it, I was trying to do your strategy.
If it's breaking a level, so like breaking a swing level, you can kind of break that rule without having to put your stop loss all the way up here. So like, let's say if the 15 minute breaks the 4 hour level that you're looking for price to sell under.
No, I'm saying the consolidation is way above, like, because I've seen some of your entries. I went through some of your entries, I went exactly where you was, and I was like,
you gotta tell me which trade it was, and then I can explain.
I can't remember now. I crammed all your videos. I only found out about you last week, so I crammed them all in. And I see it, so I was like, let me test
Wait,
it.
how many people found out about me last week?
Bro. I'm not going to be training.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, where is it that you actually put your stop loss? Is it based on the 15 minute, or is it based on the 4 hour?
It's based on, it really depends on what's going on, because it's breaking that swing low, I can use the 15 minute because the 15 minute is obviously aligning with the 4 hour, but it really depends, because sometimes the chart can just literally just break that zone that I'm looking for, but mostly it comes from that 15 minute.
And sometimes like, you trade out of the consolidation, indication, correction, and continuation. But on the 4 hour, you're bearish if you actually scroll out. But you said you don't even check, you just, whatever it's telling you there and then, the last day or two, I believe you said. But if you look like a week, on the weekly, you're bearish. So how can you hold this trade for a long period if you're just catching the retracement on the bigger time frame?
I get what you're saying. So like crypto, for example.
Yeah.
All of them, because I've tried to do it. I back tested the other day. I closed my eyes, went to a random spot, waited for a consolidation. Tried to just.
You keep saying consolidation, it's kind of throwing me off.
You know, like where it's bouncing between the two ranges, where you've got buyers and sellers.
Yeah.
Like
then
what
you have your indication first.
Pardon?
You have the indication to break out of the consolidation.
Yeah, yes, I'll wait for it. Then we'll come back and then I'll put my trade on after it passes to confirm that you're actually bullish or bearish, whatever it is. But if you actually look back a few days before, on the larger time frame, you're actually bearish. But this instance is telling you that it's bullish. Do you understand?
But it's telling me bullish on what time frame?
What instrument?
On the 15 minutes, or maybe even the 4 hour.
That can't happen. Wait, so if it's bearish on the 4 hour time frame,
so you're actually just catching the correction.
that means you're saying it's bullish on the daily time frame.
No, it might be bullish on the 4 hour.
It can't be bullish on. It can't be bearish on the 4 hour and then be bullish. Well, it can be on the 15, but you wait for price to go back bearish for you to be able to place that trade in the first place.
You just said you don't even look that far back. I'm saying if you go like 4 or 5 days back.
The trend most likely probably would have switched by then.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's talking about reversal.
I have to see what you're talking about.
Talking about when the trend changes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do back then. We gotta do back
just
then.
one more. So basically, like, yeah, just one more. So basically, like, the issue that me and my friend are facing here, like, we don't have any problem with price action. Where we're facing, like, we're profitable, but we're just facing that 6-figure trade, that 5-figure trade. So that's where we're at. So like, how do we go from making, I would say 1K, 2K to making 10K? Or just, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, no, what I'm saying is like, you can have the lot size, but it's not as easy as how everybody, you know, makes it out to be. Because obviously, when I look at my lifestyle, I'm like, okay, the more money I'm making, the more money I'm spending. Right? But at the same time, I have that psychological imbalance to be like, okay, how do I place this big lot size? Because when I'm in a big trade, I'm facing what everybody basically is having, as in, I keep watching it, I'm not going to bed right. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm at work, at the same time I'm still on my job, I'm at work. Right. So that's basically, so my question is like, when you was doing what you was doing, like, how did you change that? Like, how did your how did you change your mindset, basically?
If you're feeling like you're not ready to risk it yet, that must means that you kind of feel like you don't have like, it's more of like, I wouldn't even say greed, it's more of like how do I even explain that? It's like you have like, let's say a 20K account and you don't want to risk too much because you feel like you don't want to lose this 20K. That's kind of where it's at. Like, you don't want to lose the money that's in your account. So it's more of like you kind of need to build up first to the side, have some capital, a backup 20K account. So build up to a backup. So that way you kind of feel relieved about risking this 20K that you're trying to use. So it's more of like just having backup to kind of get that out of your self-conscious mind. So like if I know like I made 10K this month, I can go into a trade with more risk than I did this time, but I'll be okay because I still have this 10K to the side. But you still use proper risk though. Just because you have the money to the side doesn't mean that you just full margin this account. And that kind of will take away the like thought about it, because then once you, because like I told the other guy, if you're worried about more about like being in the right trade more than just the money itself. The money is going to come regardless. It's more just being in the right trade. So if you know you're in the right trades, you shouldn't be afraid of your risk. So if you don't know where those levels are at, then you kind of don't want to trade up there. So it's kind of like iffy up there.
I'm not gonna lie, you did a video recently about that. I think it was like an hour long or something.
Yeah, right here. I'm gonna pass it to this side. This side I haven't talked yet.
Big man, I got the quick one, yeah?
You got one? Is this my computer? Yeah.
Congrats you for whatever you achieved right now.
Yeah.
And I know you came from struggle. You said about construction, you said about patience as well, yeah? I bet right now you got like some open trading position. Am I right? Yeah. If yes, what are those? And any prediction for the end of 2025?
Wait, do I have predictions, is what you're saying? I wouldn't say I have predictions. I do more of like
open positions.
I have open positions on Solana though. I just have Solana open on sale.
Solana, right?
And that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
And what's your prediction for the end of the year?
For just Solana in general?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I'm just in it until it keeps selling. I'm more of like, I just gotta react to it. Like I can't really, I wouldn't say I predict anything, but I'm more just reacting to it. It looks bearish, so I'm gonna keep holding for bearish. If it goes to zero, then I'm just holding to zero. What was that again?
If it's bullish.
If it's bullish, then I just lose.
Appreciate for your time.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, your trades, most of your trades of mass market execution or limit orders?
Market execution.
And then what time frame would you say mostly is your like the one you're like, okay, it's a half an hour, 15, mostly?
It's like 15.
Mostly 15?
15. 15 or the hour?
15 or the hour.
Because you're just looking, honestly what I do is I look for a level to break. So if it breaks a swing high or swing low, I'm most likely just entering off that level. So with me, it's not more about like what's going on. It's more of like, all right, did it break a swing low or swing high? It did that, and I've already seen like it have other indications or other market structures. Then I'll just enter off that, enter off the 1 hour or enter off the 15 when the swing low or swing high has been broken.
What do you think about prop firms? You don't talk about prop firms.
I do talk about prop firms.
I haven't called that. What do you think about it?
He's not a true watcher, bro.
Maybe like a month. Thank you, yeah?
Can I? One?
Yeah.
Hi, Shai. Thank you so much for everything. I want to ask you just one question. Do you think like just technical analysis is important? Do you do like geopolitical analysis? Like, do you think like politics, like talk, those kind of things, like really move the market or like money?
Yeah, but I wouldn't fixate my whole trading onto that, no.
Okay.
Because I got a lot of, I did get a lot of comments about the BTC thing. People was like, no, the Solana trade last week. It was like, oh, because of Trump tweeted, it was that's the reason why I dumped. But I've already seen the technical, or I've already seen the structure build up bearish before he even tweeted.
Yeah.
You know, news is only just gonna bring the volume that you need.
Buy the news, sell buy what they say and after. You buy before when they talk, as you say, you know.
Yeah.
So you buy before, for example, you said before Trump talked, you know. And the other question was like how long time it took you, you know, to master your technique, you know, like a month, year.
I wouldn't say master because I mean I'm still gonna make mistakes, but to get to where I'm at now is probably like 6 to 7 months, somewhere around there.
6, 7.
Thank to you.
6, 7.
To my account, like 10x.
Huh?
Yeah, 10x on my
That
account.
way. 6, 7.
How many millionaires you made? How many millionaires you made so far?
How many million? I have
that
no
you
clue.
know of, any?
You know, somebody came to me. I did an event back in Dallas. Somebody came up to me and they made like right around 300K. But that's like the only person that's told me. But I don't know because I get so many DMs, so I just never know. I'm still
gonna
like
be that guy, bro. I'm gonna meet you again one day. Trust me. I'm gonna meet you again.
What do you think is more important, technical analysis or?
He just asked that.
No, between technical analysis or psychology and what?
Oh, both.
No, like which one is more important? Would you say?
Both.
I know, but like.
It's equal handed. Because.
People say 70%.
Oh, you're talking about just trading in general.
Yeah.
People say that all the time, but I feel like psychology plays pretty much like everything when it comes into trading. But like the technical analysis part is really simple. The way that I show it, some people kind of think it's too simple to the fact that their brain doesn't even process it, or they don't want to like allow it to be processed. So I think it goes hand in hand. Trusting the analysis, trusting the technical analysis, and then overall having that psychology to do that. Back there.
Sai, before you made your ICC, do you trade indication? But I've been seeing, you are aware of that. Sometimes indication before you break the certain level up or down, the indication in higher time frames is very it's longer. It's very long. You know, your indication before you see the correction. Anyway, you see the indication in higher time frames. Sometimes it's very long. Before you make ICC, you trade before like indications? Never.
Breakouts is what you're basically
Breakouts,
saying.
yeah, that's what the indication.
I used to. I don't do it anymore. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, what was the swap?
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I had a question about...
A little bit louder.
Can you hear me now? Yeah?
A little bit.
I had a question about how you got rid of greed when you're trading. So with reading up on psychology when it comes to trading, I know that greed can stem from thinking that there's not enough money in the market for you.
Scarcity, yes.
Scarcity mindset. So how did you get over that mindset? Because that kind of funnels in to how you mentioned taking one trade and holding it. But most of us like to tap because we want to grab as much as we can. So how did you get rid of thinking that there was not enough into knowing that you could hold and there was enough for you and you could take and go?
Well, it's $1 trillion market. Not one person can take all the money anyways, but and there's always somebody on the losing end. When you're placing a buy, someone's placing a sell. That's how trading kind of works. But to kind of get over that is more of thinking in a sense of like, it's really something you probably got to do like on a day-to-day basis and do more of trading to see it live time. But the best way to kind of get out of a greed mindset is understanding like, all right, if I take this one trade and profit off of it, I'll be better off just being okay with that trade when I hit TP and then waiting for the next. And then over time, you'll kind of get a habit of like being comfortable with, okay, getting what you want to get or getting that, and then being okay with that because you know another day you're going to make money too as well. You don't have to spam a bunch of lots and try to make as much money in one day because there's multiple days throughout the year that you can trade. Me personally, I think trading is going to be around for pretty much forever. There's always going to be somebody buying something and somebody selling something. There's always like trading, especially when it comes to like stocks and like, let's say NASDAQ gold, there's people always putting their money into it. That's what trading is. People just putting a bunch of money into it and then selling it at a certain point, right? So there's always going to be some of that always going on. So never feel like trading is just like this one day thing and you need to make as much money as possible. This 300, or actually it's 221 business days or 220 business days. You have all of them to trade. So, you know, yeah.
How do you accept losses? When you take losses,
How do I take losses? Which one of y'all asked about the risk to reward? It was one of them. Yeah. So with the risk to reward, that kind of helps you with your losses. As long as you're risking the proper amount that you need to with your account, taking one loss won't hurt you. But like, let's say if you take 4 losses in a row, then it's more of like, what are you doing? What are you doing wrong? And you need to be fixing that first instead of trying to trade.
And also, you know, when you hold on to trade, what's your psychology like mindset behind when you're trading, holding on to the winning trade?
More focusing on the target itself and not the money. I think that's why some people don't want to hold trades because they see like they might be up a large amount of money. They want to close before TP gets there, so then they end up closing the trade, and then it'll keep going down or keep going up, and they'll be like, oh, I need to get back into the trade. And then that kind of messes up because then they start losing, revenge trading. It's like a whole cycle. So when it comes to like...
You only just focus on the TP levels that you want to get out.
Because the levels that I'm looking for are either swing lows or swing highs. And prices, I wouldn't say it's supposed to or needs to go there, but 9 times out of 10 prices coming to that market structure level because that is a level where sellers are at or that's where a level where buyers are at. And trading, once again, like I told her, is just whenever you're buying a trade or like whenever you're in a buy trade, you're taking it to a seller. Or you're taking it to a level where you see sellers are going to be at, vice versa. So that's what kind of keeps me like afloat because it's like, if I'm in a sell, I need to be taking it to buyers. I shouldn't be closing anywhere. I should just be closing where the buyers are at.
So sorry, one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when do you get to that level, that psychological level that you sort of like able to take control of yourself emotionally?
It's not a win, you just got to start doing it. Like it'll just build into you over time. We get stronger and we evolve every day as human beings. So it's not something that you're just going to wake up and know it. You just got to get into the routine of doing it and it'll get stronger and stronger every day.
If there's heavy buying pressure, like what happens if there's an indication and then it comes above that level again, it's about to go back through, because the buy pressure is so big, will it fall because of the like even like, you know what I'm saying?
No, there's never such thing as too much buying. Obviously by gold, look at gold. There's never like too much buying or too much selling, so it's never going to be like prices bought up so much it needs to sell off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I was thinking because of the level, because it was like the buy pressure was so high, maybe it'll fall just as much.
No.
It's just, okay, fair.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, when did you start getting like 60% up win rate? Like, how long did it took you?
I don't know. I just started trading and it started just going up. It's not like, I don't know, honestly.
So
to answer that question, I don't know.
Okay, so was it like you was winning, losing, like?
Oh, like just being accurate on my trades in
Yeah,
general.
accurate.
Oh, I got you. I thought you was just saying like overall for the year. Probably like my second year in, I started getting better. Because my first, so this is my 4th year of trading. And my first year of trading, my first 6 months of trading, I was making a little bit of money. My first 3 months of trading, I was losing. My 4th month, I started winning. My 6th month, I made 6 figures. And then by then, I was kind of getting it, but I was still kind of losing money. But I wouldn't say I have like the mindset or even the way that I trade now back then. So I was still losing a lot. And I was trying to really understand what my risk needed to be, because I would win some, I would have some good wins, and I would have really bad losses. So then I had to maintain that. And then my second year, I kind of was like more riskier than I am now. And I was more of like going in like, oh, if I feel like this trade is going to be good, I'm going to go in 15% or something like that. But then I had to scale back. And it kind of like my second year, coming into second, coming into third, that's when I started to focus about risk, win rate, and stuff like that. But I would say probably like my second going on 3rd year. But like me telling you that isn't gonna mean that your second year is gonna be like that. You just really have to like put in the time and put in the patience to actually do things like that. Like you really have to understand what you're doing and how it's gonna work and benefit you. Like your strategy, however you trade, you need to perfect that to where it meets to what you want, right? So it's not like, how many years is it gonna take? Because people ask that question a lot, like, oh, how long did it take to get your psychology? That just because I did it in a couple months or a couple years doesn't mean it's gonna be the same for you. So right beside you. Wait up. Yo, bro, my brain is cooked. The white shirt.
So my question is more about your mentality, yeah? Knowing what you went through with your foster mom and all this stuff, when was the shift in your mindset that you could like believe in yourself and you are like so optimistic and you think good about people? Because knowing what you went through, a lot of people would have the victim mindset, you know what I mean? Like they could just see like the bad around, etc. But you, until this day, I can tell like you see good in people and you have like the hope and you're just so like optimistic. Did you have anything? Because normally people would either read something or meet a person who kind of helps them shift their mindset, you know, or have an event, like something happened.
Yeah, it was an event. I know exactly. So I've actually never told this. That's a good question. I've never told this before. What made me kind of change my mind, because even when I got into trading and I started working like a warehouse job, I had to walk like 2-3 hours to get to that job every single day. From fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, I would have to wake up, take a shower, but I would have to be at work by 7. So I would have to wake up 4 or 5 a.m. to walk to work every single day. And I walked to work every single day, like for like 2 years, going on like a long time. I was walking to work. And one day it started pouring, raining, and I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck is my life? Because like I'm thinking like, bro, who would want to go through something like this just to make a couple dollars, just to make a couple bucks? And my feet were hurting. I used to work a 12-hour job standing. It was like a standing job where they have like the conveyor belt, you put stuff in the boxes and stuff like that. So I'm like, bro, I have to walk 2 hours to work, stand on my feet for 12 hours, walk home for work. Nobody offered me a ride, nobody helped me out. And it was just like, why would anybody want to live like this? And I know I don't have the worst story in the world, but I know somebody probably has it 10 times as worse as me. And it's just like, I think about that all the time, especially when I started making money and starting to be able to help people more. Because like that's what the world revolves around, you know? Like everybody needs money to kind of pay their bills and help their family, go on vacations and stuff like that. So then when I started making money, it was like, why not help somebody that probably needs that push too? So it doesn't hurt me just to help anybody else. And I've always been that way. I've always been that person that wants people to smile or wants people to have fun or wants people to be cheerful, because you didn't probably, maybe not, but everybody in this room, you probably didn't even know was traders, and you probably walked past some of these people 100 times plus in your lifetime, and you probably never knew that. And somebody in this room could be going through some shit right now, you would never know that. So why not give somebody the encouragement? Why not give somebody the help to, you know, push on, the knowledge to push on? I'm not gonna sit here and charge you your last $1,000 just to learn how to mark up a chart. The fuck am I? You know, like we all can make money regardless, right? It don't even matter about the charts, bro. We just.
What was your biggest hurdle and how did you?
Wait, speak a little bit louder.
What was your biggest hurdle and how did you overcome it?
My greed. Like I said, I was trying to get my mom out of the situation she was in, so it was more of like greed for me in the beginning. I just wanted to make money super fast, so I had to learn how to really slow down. I think that was the biggest thing for me, was my greed. And to get over that, I kind of had to understand that the slower I took, the faster everything went. Because you can be able to scale when you're patient and you're calm, you're able to get into the good trades, the good positions, and you can scale your account more because your decision making is way more chill than very sporadic and spontaneous. Spontaneous kind of leads into a crash. You're gonna have like a day where you just end up crashing. It might seem fun at first, but then one day you're just gonna crash. So when you're calm, you can kind of think and process decisions more. Yeah.
Yo, guys.
Yo,
you got any more details about the November live stream thing you talked about?
I'm trying to see if I'm gonna do it in November. Cause like honestly, because I know, bro, but like I don't wanna, cause me and him was talking about it. This is my cameraman, but obviously. But we was talking about it, and I was like, if I stream in November, like I have no problem with streaming. I gotta make time for it, of course, because you know, like I do have like a little bit of busy life. But I was like, if I stream in November and nothing happens, then what was the point of the stream? Like I want to be able to get on the charts and have positions and have trades for you guys instead of like, oh man, I'm not going to trade gold at all-time highs. No matter what, I'm not going to trade it up there. So the market doesn't pull back at some point before November. I'm kind of not going to trade, and crypto only moves so much. There's not like it's New York session, we should be on the charts right now. For crypto, it's kind of like whenever it moves. So we'll be on the charts just staring at it forever, right? And it might not move.
Still not talking no FX players anymore.
No.
What's the reason for that? Like,
Forex players.
What's the reason?
Yeah.
So now I actually have an answer for that. Back then I didn't have an answer. With Forex pairs, I feel like currencies don't move sporadically because it's kind of like you exchange like $1 and it might come for $1.20. You will never see like $1 and then next minute it's $3 now, or like currencies don't change at a fast rate like that. Especially with even economical events, you will never really see like sporadic movements as much. So I feel like kind of now, like with Forex pairs, it's kind of staying the same. But when you have something that people are constantly investing into, which is like gold, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, crypto, those things move sporadically because there's one day where somebody will be like, fuck it, let me just dump millions of dollars into this and it'll move, right? It's not the same with Forex pairs.
I have one more question, sorry, one more question. What's your psychology on take profits? So, because I know you're a swing trader, so let's say you've got into the market and then it's gone to the next high or the most recent high. Do you come out completely, or do you take half, wait for a pullback, you enter? Like, how's your?
It depends on what the market is looking like. If I feel like price can have a little bit more of a push down, and what's going to make me think that is like, is price making a new low, or is price making a new high out of this? If it's not, then I'll kind of close my whole position. But mostly, I try to just really hold to the swing high. If it stalls right there, if it stays right there, then I'll enter. That's actually why I'm pretty mad about gold, because I had gold at like literally 3,000 something. And then I closed when it got to the swing high because it stayed still for a little bit. I was like, fuck, should I get out? Bro, the next morning I woke up, bro, it was like it was at like 3,900. And I was like, bro, what? I wanted the full margin to buy so bad. Bro, I would have been up so much.
So if it wicks past swing points, the swing high or swing low, do you still consider that an indication?
Wait,
if it's just a
what was
wick.
it again? Sorry, say it again?
So if it wicks past a swing high, for instance, body candles.
Closed candles, body candles, yeah. Because I feel like, me personally, I think body candles are more of like, all right, this is where we're stopping at, that's a set deal. Wicks are more of like, we tried to get there, but we failed to do so. But closed candles kind of tell you like, all right, we was here once, from there.
Well said.
Well, him first. Yeah.
First of all, I just wanted to say thank you. I think I started trading when I was like 15. I'm now 21. I'm only now getting the
Wait, how old are you?
21.
Oh, you're 21. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm only now getting the hang of it, but like it's only through ICC and like really being diligent. But like my questions are more about psychology. One of the main problems I have is I feel like I get really comfortable when I'm up. Like when I'm like, say I've started here and I've progressed to like a higher point in life, I feel like I get very comfortable and I'm just
comfortable. I get what you're saying. I got comfortable too. When was that? It was a while ago. It was like last year. Last year, I had a big trade. I think I was in a, what trade was that? I want to say it was like what trade was that? I think it was a NASDAQ buy at the time, and I made like a lot of money. And then I became comfortable. I was like, I don't need to trade anymore or whatever. But I constantly love trading. Like regardless how much money I make, I love trading. That's why I've been in the game for so long. And I like constantly want to wake up and do this and every day. So it was like when I started making money and then I started thinking about the money aspect of it, it took the whole like fun out of it. The reason why I wake up in the morning and do it. So then I started thinking, I was like, dang, I'm up this much. Let me just chill for a little bit. And then as I started to chill, I started to see that like just my overall like mood, like my psychology, the way that I would carry myself was kind of like disappearing. So I was like, nah, I need to step back into trading because like I said, trading is going to bleed into your life. And I feel like when I stop trading, it kind of like, it doesn't make me keep a clear head, or it doesn't let me like stay on like, not an edge, but like whenever I like in my trading journey, I feel like I can talk about stuff, I can communicate. I don't know why it's for me, but I feel like trading kind of gives me like another like intelligent boost or something. But being comfortable to get out of that is really just kind of like setting more goals for yourself. So I had to figure out like, even though I made this much, what's the next goal for me? And honestly, for me, what was the goal for me was really helping as many people as possible. That was for me, because like I got comfortable, I stopped making videos, I stopped being online, I like kind of disappeared a little bit. Then I was like, people kind of need help. You know, people need that extra push. So let me get back up, get back into it and keep doing it. Because by now, like I could have been quit. But you know, every day I see somebody probably needs some help with something, so why not, you know, get back on the trace and do it. Oh, you got one more?
Yeah, I have another question.
Go ahead, one more.
It's not for me, it's for my friend, bro. Like, she's an amazing trader. Like, I put her onto trading.
Are you glazing?
No, that's my bro. Like, she's good, like, good
Is she
trader.
good, or you glazing?
But I put her into trading like a year or two back. She doesn't trade. I put her into Forex. She doesn't trade Forex.
She trades
futures, yeah. Like, she's doing amazing. But one big problem she has is over trading and chasing losses. Like, I feel like I give her advice on, like, bro, like, when you like take a big L, like, just quit for the day. But like for her, she has to chase the losses. Like, do you have any advice for her?
She chases the losses. That's bad, actually. I can trust me.
Prevent trading.
Chasing losses is just only going to end you up into more and more drawdown, of course. But like, I think what you should tell her is just kind of take that one loss, because obviously, well, it depends on what time frame she trades too. Because most people that revenge trade mostly are trading like lower time frames. Because like you don't kind of like lower time frames kind of show you everything. That's why even on social media, you only see like the top day traders, quote unquote. You only see them provide you with the lower time frames because it looks crazy. Like imagine seeing like a 1 minute candle go up. You're gonna be like, bro, I need to get into trading. That shit looks easy. But when you get on the higher time frame, nothing looks like that. Everything's slow and takes time to process. But I would just tell her to kind of like think about it from like an overall perspective. Tell her there's always gonna be another day. Like I told her over there, like just because you take that one loss doesn't mean you have to make it back that same day. You can make it back any other day, 220 days. Right, so tell her that, like
You're probably gonna watch the vlog.
Probably.
So,
right here. I got you, and then I got.
Yeah, so I was gonna say.
You got the mic in your hand.
Go
ahead.
Cool. I just want to say thank you for everything. I had a question about entries. So in the correction phase, when price goes to the level you want it to go, do you just straight away enter, or do you wait for like a 15 or 5 minute ICC?
Ooh, good question. Like I think I told him with the lower high situation, normally if price makes a lower high or something going along with your analysis, you can kind of use that to your advantage and then to break and then enter, or you can wait for an ICC under that level. But 9 times out of 10, if price is going under or above that level, it's going to kind of have that push with the volume. but you will see ICC beforehand. So before, like, let's say a price is going to sell, you're going to see those indications and corrections before.
Yeah.
On the 15. That's why I use the 15-minute time frame.
Because on Solana, when it went to that level, I bought and then I got stopped out, and then I sold again after that.
You didn't see all them lower highs?
Nah, I'm in sales right now, but before it, you know when it wicked below, I entered then as well, because I had an alert there. And then I entered
I think
straight
I've
away.
seen that. I think I've seen that. I wasn't even.
You didn't enter there?
No, I wasn't on the charts, bro.
Oh, you're lucky.
I was lucky. But I seen that it wicked up or wicked down and then went back up, but it didn't break any major structure. I don't know what that kind of wick was for, but that's just trading. It's not always going to be perfect, but nothing was wrong with that.
Yeah, and you know when you say you wait for like a candle close, what time frame do you wait on the candle close?
15-minute time frame.
15 minute. And I had one more question. You know when you trade, do you just strictly trade New York or do you trade London as well?
I try to trade New York only. I do have a habit of breaking the rule and trading London, but then I end up having to hold and draw down for a very long time. But I would suggest trading New York.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I'm really a spot trader, to be honest.
What?
A spot trader. Like just
sport trader?
No, spot. So like no leverage really. Yeah. So I've been learning leverage for like the last year. I bought into crypto in 2022 and rode the whole run.
Sure.
Made some nice
Yo, bro,
profits.
you trying to slide me 10 grand?
I made some nice profits, but then like I'm trying to catch the drop now, and I seen your call on Solana, but I went in on XRP because I seen that the wick was like $1 wick, and the price of XRP is like $3. So that's what, like 30% of the price.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that wick's gonna get filled. So I was just thinking maybe you should look at that chart, see what you can do on that, maybe drop some game on that. But yeah, just trying to share some. No, an XRP, bro.
XRP? I seen that wick too.
Yeah, have a look at that.
Oh yeah. Should we look at the charts? Wait, this been another. Because I don't know what's on my computer right now.
I think you gotta get enough.
Huh?
You gotta get pictures and shit.
Connected though.
Oh really?
Pull up whatever before playing.
Yeah, I know. I was like, why is that shit? Bro, she said wrong password.
Bro, I know that's why I was like, let me just chill and wait.
Not you trying to guess my password.
No, Z did. Twice.
Change your area, so...
Bro, my shit is still loading, bro.
No, it's
Oh,
good.
yeah,
It's like
it's still loading.
2 minutes.
It's just gonna come up like that.
We got an hour though.
Dang. Should have been updated.
Oh, that's mad.
No, that's good.
The first night.
I think my shit just started updating, bro.
Listen, I got you if you need it.
Bro, my shit just literally just started updating.
Right? That's crazy. It's not even on the Wi-Fi.
Is it on your phone?
Yeah,
you can
but
connect the phone as well, but it looks weird on phone.
Yeah,
it's
it
just
will
like
be full screen, it will be like cut off.
it's hard to show the chart.
Let's get this computer working. Fuck that.
We can use this computer.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I got you. I got you, man.
My shit just started updating out of nowhere.
You just got to connect the Wi-Fi though, innit?
Oh wait.
Do you need the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I do. Because it's got no thing. But I'm already on the charts as well.
Yo, man's
Type
already
C,
ready.
yeah. Type C right here.
Oh, okay. I got clicking at
Yeah, man.
So the Wi-Fi, uncommon guess.
But I'll let you do it, innit?
Yeah.
You can tell me what I got wrong as well, man. 'cause
Yeah, I gotta see this. I gotta see
yeah,
this.
bro. It's you know when it dropped, you'll see. Yeah.
I love breaking down some charts, man.
Hey man, you wanna sit for these?
Yes.
Bro,
I need some water, bro.
Oh.
Yes.
Damn. You're really blind, bro.
Huh?
When it rains, it pours.
Show me how.
Okay, that's connected to the internet. So I don't want to press anything. So if you pop that into there, and then I'll change the screen and connect the screen up. So hold that for me 1 second.
Yeah, I got it.
People were telling me about 24-hour restaurants and shit. They're coming up. Hey, man, come through.
We
get the info. You
see my buddies over there?
Trying to be sick, man.
Hey man, stay focused.
I know, right?
Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Tell him stay locked in.
Don't do too much. I'm gonna do my own.
That brother starving.
I'm like, what? Yeah, shit. What y'all need? I'm about to step past the cars. After party at the BM.
Yo, bro. After party at the BMB is crazy. Was there still more people coming earlier? Oh my god.
Around how many?
I'd say there's probably about 210.
No, outside. How many people were still outside?
Oh,
What is that screen? Is that?
oh, that's it.
Where's? Oh, is this because this you have to share?
I gotta move it.
Oh, it's like a. Wait, go
Move the
top.
screen over.
Yeah.
He over here. You need help work this shit.
Hold on. Fuck you.
The
top somewhere. Click on that shit.
If not, I've got another device to share.
I did that one.
Look, there should be a thing where you can switch names. You gotta drag this.
Go to settings. Search and just search display.
Oh.
That's
I
what
get
I'm saying.
No, I get what he's saying.
There was a thing that you could switch it off.
When you dragged it.
Wow. Just drag it over.
Oh, quick.
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm not freaky shit. I'll press play on that.
Don't forget to clear my internet history. I need to.
What? Gang, how am I supposed to work this?
No, bro, wait. There has to be that setting somewhere.
Is it another type?
Is the other mic still up there?
Yeah. You want me to get it?
Yeah, just so that I know it's that.
Out of curiosity, how many people were outside after you closed the doors?
Should I just say it? Who's got the microphone? Oh, he's got it.
Bro, what is this screen? I gotta like break my neck just to like.
Is that what you want to show?
Yeah.
Does it make any sense?
Out of curiosity, how many people were outside after you closed the doors? How many people were outside?
No, I've just let people keep coming in.
So everyone-
there's been
everyone came
drips,
in?
everyone, yeah. There's
Okay.
been drips of people still coming in, but
Okay.
I just asked you to remove the address after set. So
Yeah, I
people
did.
aren't coming at like 10 o'clock. Like.
Perfect.
Thanks. I'll keep these
Orange
here, but
one
just
is 15
so that they're together.
The yellow, the big yellow is obviously 4 hour. The white ones are white. I don't know if you're gonna remember that, but
Wait, what?
bro, this is 15 minutes. Orange is 15 minutes. Yellow is 4 hour, and the white ones are 1 hour. You remember that the white is 1 hour. You remember that the yellow is 4 hour. This has got to be the low time frame after that. But where do you think I went wrong here? Do you think I should have
Where'd you
waited?
go wrong at?
Like here, like it then just wicking out.
It wicked you
That's
out?
1 hour. This is 1 hour. This is like 15 minutes.
You target the low though.
Yeah, I targeted the low, but this is on the I wanted to target the whole low, like the 4 hour low. You know the actual.
Okay, we back in the game too.
Okay.
Because this shit look confusing.
Hey, they're not loading.
No.
To set this one up as well.
Oh.
Expose everything,
Hey, man. Ain't nobody getting his laptop.
I wanted to target this overall low, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to talk, but it only came down to here. But this is.
I mean, that's cool because this is where Price sold off. Oh, you're talking about here?
Yeah, so like.
I mean, this was the low that Price pushed off of, so that could have been the target too. And then Price kind of fell short.
Yeah.
Still can't get to the woman because she has to get the app, I think. It's like a.
Whoosh, come on. Hey, what? Are we on live? You're live right now. What the fuck is shit?
Bro.
Do you want to switch back?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it? Uncommon guess?
So you good?
Bro, my shit just like updated completely.
No, that's crazy. Sounds like a whole new software.
Oh, welcome.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully still has everything on there.
We're asking questions. What do you guys think about ICC? What do you guys
I'm
think
new
about
to it,
Sam?
but it makes a lot of sense. I understand it. It's great.
ICC, probably the best strategy. We thank God. Lovely to be here, networking. Nice to see Sai. Yeah, that's it really.
What do you think about Sai? What do you think? How has he changed your life so far?
he's amazing. He make you like, he showed the way where to go. So and he's not asking anything about it. So amazing. He's an amazing guy.
Obviously, he's the only guy that wants to come out and show people the true angle without making a bit of money from it. So I can't lie, props to him. Take my hat off to him. Yeah.
Should Sai sell a course, or should he stick to giving it for free?
Should stick it, give it for free.
Yeah.
Hello, man. How you doing?
Hey, man. How has ICC been working for you?
Actually, amazing. As I said to Shai before, I did 10x on my account. Thanks to him, so I'm super grateful, man. Thanks to ICC.
About Sai, what do you think about ICC? How has it been working for you?
ICC's really worked for me. I used to be a scalper, but now that I've learned ICC, I've learned to hold trades. And yeah, Sai for me is the best trader in the game.
I'm still new at this, and I see more clear the charts, and for me it's helping me a lot. I see a good future, and I want to thank him.
Perfect. What about you guys?
I think it's helped me look at the charts in a different way. So rather than looking at the charts and sort of analysing it by body, you're understanding the language that the chart's trying to communicate to you. So I think he's done a really good job at being able to help us see things the way he sees it and to communicate with the chart rather than to sort of fight with it. Yeah.
I started learning about trading last year, and I think from last year compared to now, he explains it like the best I've ever understood it. It's very clear to me. I can actually read the chart instead of just seeing a bunch of candles looking at me, so it's actually helped a lot in my trading journey. Yeah.
Perfect.
Content I would say about a year ago. I've been day trading 2-3 years, but I feel like it finally clicked. And then profitability, it just started coming. So now I'm like 70% profitable. It's been like that for a little while. But it wasn't really a question, it was more so advice, because I've been kind of having this conversation with like the close people next to me like for the past few weeks about when it's time to kind of like transition and go into like the full-time, because obviously at the minute I work a job, but I didn't know if there was like for you in your head like a specific number, because I trade live funds, I don't do prop firms anymore. If there's like a specific number or a specific goal or percentage that you think in your head you'll be after. I've been trying to get to the bottom of the answer for it, because funny enough, just today I got a call saying they're making us redundant basically. So I kind of have to do it now.
Wait,
but
what was that? You got a call about what?
About redundancy with my current job.
Like,
so now the question I've kind of been trying to get the answer to, I've kind of been pushed into it. So now this is what I'm doing kind of thing. So it was more so advice from you in terms of, is there like a specific goal in your head you feel like for the average person, or like a percentage amount you should be hitting before you can say, yeah, like I'm full time, this is what I'm doing? Because obviously it's very subjective. So yeah.
I personally think it's just more about what your job income is to match your trading income. Because like, let's say if you make 80 to 100 a day, that should be what your trading income is too.
Yeah.
And then once you do that, then you can say, you can kind of replace your job with trading because you're making the same thing. And then you kind of have that. So what it does, what it allows you to do once you swap, so if you're making 80, 100 a day from trading, then you can kind of make trading your full time. And then that relieves like a lot of your time because you don't have to go to work, you don't have to leave your house, which then gives you more time to kind of like process and be more chill, be more calm. And then you can kind of scale from there. Because then you're more prone to scale when you kind of have a clear mindset, and you can kind of have like fresh air sometimes, and instead of constantly waking up saying, oh, I got to get to work, oh, I got to place a trade. And you kind of, your mind is everywhere, so you're not really thinking about scaling too much. You're more of thinking like, I just need money from trading in general. But if you're already making consistent profits already, and it's still a decent income that you can still kind of live off of, then you can have more opportunities to scale because you have free time.
I think it's more just like a mental thing now. Just I'm having my own internal.
Whatever you do, just because you got, you know, what was it called? Laid off. Just because that happened, don't get into a mindset where you feel like don't get scared. Because what's going to happen is, because some people, if they get fired or they feel like they have to go and try to make trading work, don't force it. If it's not working, just go pick up another job, you know?
I said, yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, just don't force it, because people, like, the way humans react to things determines a lot. So if you like, oh, I got laid off, then you're gonna start chasing things, and then you're gonna start trying to chase this money, and it's just gonna dig you into a deeper hole. So stay calm, be patient. You're probably gonna have a setup sometime this month, and it just pays out your next 2 months, 3 months. You never know. As long as you're patient for it, right? So just make smart decisions. Don't try to go into it with a greed mindset. Don't try to go into it with like, I need to make money. Just stay calm. Your XRP.
Bro, I need you to look at that chart, bro.
You want me to look at XRP?
Yeah, please.
Yo, they should restart.
I'm gonna tell you in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you when you got 30 minutes left.
Bro, I feel like an old guy, bro.
Nah,
Okay.
Hold on, let me look at XRP.
Bro, on the daily and the 4 hour, it's a massive wick, so high time frame. But yeah, just have a look.
Alright, you said this. You're talking about this wick, right?
Bro, I'm thinking it's gonna get filled, bro.
I mean, it would do the same thing because look, you have highest point here, lower high here, lower high here, lower high here. Then you have the lower low, because I don't look at the wicks for, indications. So you have, this is the lower low, lower high, lower low. Price could be pulling up for a lower high again, just to come back down later on. I'm looking at the same thing. With BTC price, it might look like price is buying right now, but this was the highest point, price dropped. Came to the support level, made a lower high, then dropped again. And now we have a low under the support. So if price goes back under 108, price will drop more, and I'm looking for price to come down to this level. So yeah.
So this is actually what I was talking about here. So you see the middle bit?
The middle.
So. See up here? If it broke,
Okay, my
if
fault.
it broke from the 116 mark,
Wait, go behind the couch and point to it.
I don't need security to put me in a headlock, man. Say it breaks up here, yeah?
Okay.
Comes down, so that's your intention, and then the continuation will be going up. Would you take that or no? Because on the major time throw, you're bearish, but ICC dictates.
But if it breaks above that high, then it's no longer bearish. You wouldn't think
This
bearish.
high or that high?
That high.
But
This one.
That's not the swing though.
This one.
Yeah, that's not the swing though.
This is a swing. That's a swing.
That would be the top though.
I get what you're saying. You're saying that's the highest point. But from that highest point, price sold, made a low.
Yeah.
So this is a support.
Yeah.
Buyers were here.
Yeah.
Price pushed up. So buyers tried to push up.
Yeah.
Failed to do so. Sellers came here.
Yeah.
So this would be a swing because price here failed to go higher. Sellers came in. So this is a swing high. Or this would be a lower high compared to this one.
On my example, for example, this would have been there. So technically it's not the swing. The one I was seeing before. No, not this exact chart. It was a different chart. But I'm saying that was here. So technically that isn't. That's just a pullback. So if for example, argument's sake, if this was up here, we've come here now, would you still take that trade from here up if it done that? Because it's not.
It will still be the same idea. It will still be the same thing. If price breaks above this swing, so if it breaks above this lower high, this will no longer be a lower high anymore because we have a new higher high in the market. But we'll have a higher high higher than this
on the
one.
higher time.
We're talking about sellers.
Oh, you're not getting? No, I want you. No, because I want you to fully get it before I go. No, I feel like I gotta show you. All right, so look.
Go on.
Price here.
Yeah.
Made a low. So this is our swing low, lower low.
Yeah.
Price is going up to make a lower high. But let's say it doesn't do that.
Yeah.
It breaks above here.
Yeah.
The reason why that matters is because the last level we sold from, so if price is correcting, it shouldn't break where sellers are at. This is the last level of sellers we had. So if it breaks above here, the next level of sellers we have is here. So when you're buying, so if I'm gonna buy above this level, I need to take it to where sellers are at, which would be here.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're sure. Sometimes this isn't actually a pullback. Sometimes it's just a slowdown. Like, I don't know if you follow what Wakar is.
No, I don't.
Wakar says that you put a fib, but you don't use fib though.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Look.
It has to be 50%.
What I've seen in the market, if it breaks above here,
it's going.
It's going to here.
Minimum. Yeah.
Because this is the next level of sellers.
I hear you.
He's not hearing me, bro.
No, I hear you.
He's not hearing me.
When I was trying to do it on the back testing, it was fucking me. That's why.
I personally-
And I was just trying to see why, the rationale.
Say the price is going to continue to go down. Where's that level? Yeah, so where's that level where we're now going to see the continuation?
Well, I would say the same. I mean, that's pretty easy. That's an easy question. So this level right here. This level here, because that's where buyers were at before. So if price breaks under here, you already have a low showing you that price is looking to go down under that level. Even if it's not a big one, I think people think that indications need to be super big to kind of count as an indication. But any bearish action under a swing level, a swing low, is considered bearish. And that shows that bearish is trying to take some type of control under that level. So when you have like a low like that under a level, it's basically showing you like, yo, price is bearish. It will go from, what is that? Whatever number this is, from 2.4 to 2.3, right? But with the correction, what the correction allows price to do is gain more money. So then it brings more momentum, which is why you always see when price makes an indication corrects and the continuation. Normally, if y'all have been trading the right way or like trading the way that I've shown you, you'll normally see the continuation break and make a new indication, which is what price is supposed to do because you're trading the trend. And then everything restarts again. So
Say the 4 hour there, like say if the 4 hours underneath where the daily is, like would you still take that daily level over the 4 hour level? Because you know what I mean?
I mean, if the structure is still bearish on the 4 hour and still providing lower highs, yeah. I get what you're saying. You shouldn't be scared of the daily pullback because gold looks the same way. Gold broke out of that this daily range here back a couple months ago, and look where it's at now.
Crazy.
Right, and it was ranging here the whole time. And as soon as it broke, it just never really corrected back.
Hey, if it drops all the way back under there,
that shit will be in fucking insane.
Yeah, imagine if it corrects and then would you take, if it comes back above, would you buy it?
I think people will go out of houses and homes at that point.
That was my question. You see the chart. That's an indication. And you know how long it is. You trade before that. Before you make ICC.
Yeah, I was trading before that until it got to a point where it was like, okay, should I still be trading this? Because like I said to somebody over here, I was like, the fluctuation and the amount of liquidity that's been put into gold in the past 2 months is not economic. It's not good for the economy at all. Like it's not. Yeah.
You remember me? How's it going, man? How's it going? It's going good. Alright, it's good. It's going good, man. It's going good. Yeah. So I had a question about psychology and applying things into your trading after you're learning the lesson. So let's say you make some mistakes on the chart and you want to correct yourself for the next time you're on the chart. But you're coming into the chart with a bunch of things that you want to learn and it's hard to concentrate on everything at one time while trying to execute a trade. How would you focus on the right things to learn? So it kind of feels like you're making 1 step forward but 3 steps back because you're forgetting everything else that you're trying to keep in your trading.
Wait, repeat that one more time so I can get it.
Okay.
Sorry.
So if you can imagine you're trying to learn all these different aspects to bring into your trading, so these different rules and these different things that you're looking for. But if you make a mistake and you want to correct one thing, but you also have these other things that you need to keep in check, how can you go about tracking that and applying that onto your day-to-day trading without getting lost?
I get what you're saying, but I kind of, I think I correlate this with basketball a lot because you need to start with the basics first. And then once you've got the basics, then you start adding the fancy movements down and you start adding, you know, your own little spin to it. So in the beginning, start with the basics. So that way you have like a foundation to build off of. Because you don't want to just kind of just build and have no foundation to come back to. If you ever feel like, I'm putting too much on or I'm learning too much or I'm not learning enough, whatever the case might be. So have a foundation first. Once you have that foundation, then you start building off of that. So that way, if something doesn't work, you kind of know, the foundation was working, but this is not working. So that means I got to take it away. Make sense?
A little bit. I was talking more in terms of also psychology. So for example, if you had like a problem with greed and then you had a problem with
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
That's where you're from. I was like, bro, your face looks mad.
But yeah, so like psychology-wise, how would you keep track of everything you're trying to apply? how did you go about that when you were unprofitable? When you had, for example, if I was trying to relate it for you, if you had a problem with greed and then you had a problem with FOMO, or if you wasn't confident, how would you deal with that every day while also trying to get better at trading?
That would just bleed into your trading. Like your psychology and your mindset would just bleed into your trading like naturally. Like it's not something that you just kind of like, you obviously can do it every single day, but like the day that you don't do it, that's obviously the reason why it's not working. Like let's say if one day you just like kind of forget everything you learned with your greed and you just had one day where you broke all your rules, you know exactly why you lost. You know exactly why it went wrong. So you need to stay on a routine of having like good patience, good risk management, stuff like that. Keep that same routine every day. The day that you break it will be all on you. It's not like really taking that step forward back. You just knew what not to do, but you still did it. So that's just something itself you gotta fix. Like you know what to do. Like to be honest, humans in general know some of the right things to do in life, but they still do the wrong things. And that's just something that you have to like build a habit for yourself. It's not something that anybody can tell you. It's like something you just have to fix yourself. Because like, I mean, pretty much a lot of people in here probably know how to trade, but they mess up with the small things, and they know the small things like over leveraging, over risking, over trading, revenge trading, all these things, but they know the right things to do, but they just can't do it. So it's really just fixing that, because you probably have it down packed. You just have to keep doing it, do the right things every single day. Yeah.
I still got one of them.
For me, I wouldn't say I like write it down, but I do self-reflect a lot, like mentally. I like to look back and like see if like because I do have moments, especially in my life now, where I feel like, am I going down the right path? Am I doing the right thing? But it's more of a self-reflection thing. And I do a lot of voice notes, or if like you see my advice highlights, those are like me actually taking time to like reflect. If you ever seen them, I don't know if you have, but on Instagram, I'll post like a note full of like things that I've been thinking, and those are like self-reflections for me. A lot of your growth will come from just overall being by yourself and having the time to process and think to yourself, because you start to understand yourself more. Like the more time you spend alone, the more time your brain starts thinking, because self-consciously we find things in the world to do to kind of occupy our time, but the moment that we become quote unquote bored, it's only boring because we don't want to sit with our thoughts. So the moment you sit with your thoughts, you start unlocking things that you probably would have never seen because you've occupied your time with something else. Does that make sense? So I do a lot of self-reflecting and sitting by myself to kind of help me, see where I'm at. Wait, can we get them a mic?
Put the mic over here.
Oh, I'm gonna answer your question. Sorry, I'm gonna answer your question. But go ahead, since you got the mic.
With losing and like taking multiple trades in a day, if you were to lose like tomorrow and you find another perfect setup in that day, would you take that trade or not? Because right now, if I lose in a day, like I turn off. Pardon?
No, time frames?
Like I use ICC on the higher time frames, but if I lose on a day, I just turn off everything. I don't do anything. Yeah, if I find another perfect setup on that same day, should I take that trade or not?
I don't think that would ever happen. Because if you're trading on the higher time frames, there's no way it's moving fast for another setup like that.
If I make a mistake on that day and there's another perfect setup on that day, would I take that trade?
That's what I'm saying. If it's moving that fast, I don't know. I don't think it would move that fast. Oh, like if you make wait.
Like the right analysis,
but you in too early. Oh, take the trade if you're still good. If it's still a good setup, then take the setup. But if it loses twice in a row, honestly, it shouldn't lose in general. If it's a good setup and if it loses, your stop loss should be in a level where if it hits your stop loss, that means the trade is invalid. The trend is invalid. So that's why I got confused. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm beginning. I've only been trading live for like a month, and I'm profitable already, but not too much. But I'm just
profitable, but not too much.
Like I'm profitable, like. But I've only been trading from.
What is your definition of profitability, though?
I'm nearly double with what I started with. Okay. So yeah. But at the beginning, I was just trading like 3-4 times a day, just losing, and now I only trade like once or twice a day.
So I think that's helped a lot. But
That's good. And you're looking more for like swing trades or day-to-day trades?
just swing trades. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, that's good. I would definitely say that if you feel like you got into a position too early, then try to take that setup one more time. But if price is hitting your stop loss, that means your stop loss is supposed to be where it becomes invalid. So that way, if you ever get stopped out, you know the trade is completely wrong, right? And that kind of helps from like being in like a trade too early, you get stopped out too early, and then that helps from over trading, because some people, the mindset they have is like if they lose a trade, sometimes it goes, they'll lose a trade, get into the same trade again, they might lose again, and then try to hop into the opposite direction, and then lose that one, and it's just like a rinse and repeat cycle, right?
Sam, can you show us some examples of that?
What?
Of where you should have your stop loss so that it's not invalid.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey there.
At your level, which is a lot further than a lot of people here, what do you feel like you still need to learn?
That's a good question. I don't know.
How to not pay tax.
He knows already. Yeah. I got a major problem when I go back to the States. I know that. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I wouldn't say I feel like I'm making mistakes anywhere, but I do want to probably improve in like, I don't know actually. That's a good question. I don't know. Because I do, once again, a lot of self-reflecting, but when it comes to my trading, I feel like my trading is at a good point where I kind of don't like, I don't want to touch it, you know? Like I don't want to touch anything else with my trading unless I see something's wrong. All right, and I'm not perfect, but I just feel like I'm at a good point where I'm like, okay, let me just keep doing what's working, you know? So, yeah.
First of all, thank you so much for coming from so far, and thank you for everything you have done so far. I don't trade. I came in your videos because I saw your kindness, and I wanted. I come from Birmingham today just to say thank you.
Is that far?
That's not really very far, but but yeah, what you're doing is amazing. It's amazing, and I wish you all the best. I have a question though, because I am big in psychology. So I wanted to ask you, what happened to your friends that you had back then, and what happened to the foster, in a parenthesis, mother? How did these people treat you after they find out that you make it?
Well, I haven't talked to my foster mom since 16, so, but I don't know. I did have in my trading journey, I did have a lot of friends. Like at the beginning, I started losing them. I probably lose a friend like every 2 months at this point now. It's just like the more you climb up, I don't know what it is, but like, especially with having friends, sometimes they feel like they're entitled to something just because they feel like they know you, or they feel like he's a kind person, so let me do it this way or whatever. And sometimes like I was a very caring person, like very, very caring. Like I would damn near give somebody a whole month, 2 months, 3 months of rent, right? And I would just help out as much as possible. And I'm that person regardless, but people take advantage of that. So then you start losing friends, because then it kind of gets to a point where people like, you can kind of see, this person is actually using me for this instead of this.
Do you still have any friend from back then?
What was that again?
Do you still have any friend from back then? Any, not even one?
Day ones.
Not even one.
Switch up on the day ones.
No, I don't actually. I lost the friends that I had from like childhood years when I went to juvenile, And then once I came out of juvenile, became homeless and stuff. That was one part of the story that I didn't put, but I went door knocking to most of the people that I knew, and nobody would let me stay with them or help me out or anything. So that kind of lost pretty much all my friends. And then I restarted over once I moved in back with my mom, but I then started trading. And one day I made like this iMessage group chat with like 20 people. It was coworkers, friends, family. And I was telling them about how I wanted to get into trading. I'm gonna send my charts in here. This is, if y'all wanna make some money or whatever. They kind of like called me a nerd about it. They said that, you know, that's not for you, that's for white people. And I was just like, you know, it's not gonna work, it's gambling. So it was like, I kind of removed myself from the group chat. And then that's why my trading journey was lonely, because it's like, I felt more like I wanted to be the nerd if it was gonna help my mom out. And then I was just like, fuck it, if I'm alone, I'm alone, you know? And then in the stock industry, it's like, you're really alone. Like, there's not like a community of people unless you join like Discords, and they was paid for Discords and stuff like that. So I didn't buy into any Discords either. But yeah, that's why I do it now, because it's like, why not bring everybody together? Because like, why would you want to do this alone? It's like some nights where you're like, damn, should I just keep doing it? And you kind of need that extra push. You see where I'm getting, like, people need that extra push, because there's nights where you're like, damn, is this shit actually working? Or it's like, am I doing the right things? Because you will have a lot of times where you're like, am I actually doing the right? And it goes for anything in life. It's not even trading. Like, you kind of think like, damn, am I even going on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? And yeah, I mean, I didn't really have friends then. And then once I actually started making money, I started kind of going out more, which then introduced me to a lot of new people, which then is kind of hard to decipher, especially like, as much as it is with women, of course, it is the same with males too as well. You kind of like have these moments where you do have people come into your life and y'all like, everybody's cool, we're having fun, we're going out, doing things, we're all laughing together, and it's always good memories. But then there's always those hard moments in people's lives where they try to take advantage of it, or they try to like utilize, you know, you as an outlet to their situation. I'm a big person on working hard. That's why I like have a strong hate against certain things when it comes to like prop firms and all that, because I feel like they kind of feed off of people's like need or less like need for capital, and people think like it's a shortcut way. It's a good thing, but it kind of feeds off of people like need for capital. But I really believe in like working hard, blood, sweat, and tears, build your capital, and then go in and try to do your best with your skill. So I'm really big on that. And the friends that I have now, compared to back then, people don't really work hard, or if they do, you meet them as hard workers. And then like over time, as you start going out, traveling and stuff like this together, having fun, they kind of lose that drive that you met them at. So then they start depending on you, because they feel like, oh, we've been going out for so long, we've been doing this and doing that. You know, why work hard when Sai's gonna pay for it, you know, or why work hard when Sai's got it, right? So, you know, that's the biggest thing for me. It's super hard to find people like that. And it's, even if you do find them, it's super hard for people to sustain that when they are introduced to a different life, you know? So same way with men, females too as well. It's like, you never know who's there for the long term until you actually put them on the line of like doing things where it's like, all right, do this for me, or have my back on this. Even though I can do it myself, I want you to do it to test them a little bit. Exactly. But it's like a test, you don't do it one time, you keep doing it multiple times. My longest term friend right now is pretty much, oh shit, pretty much him right here. This man has seen me go through some shit, and it's just, he's always been here, bro. And I've met him like, what, it's been 2 years now? 2 years, 3 years? And he's seen me go through so much, and he's still here. And the crazy thing is, we had like a bunch of group of friends, a bunch of them. And they started leaving one by one. Like, I don't know, but I'm so proud to have people like that. I'm still building more friends as we speak. Like, but yeah, it's just something that's trial and error. You really can't really tell, because like, I've even met people that are quote unquote Christians and manipulate you to think they're really, really, really good people. And they'll still do you dirty. They'll still backstab you in the back, you know? So it's really trial and error when it comes to friends.
Is that not draining, man?
Thank you.
Huh? Draining?
Yeah, that must be.
I mean,
you see, you're speaking about it, but I can't lie. Deep down, that sounds like a lot of pain. Not like, oh, you're crying, but like,
Yeah. I get what
it's
you're saying.
exhausting though.
I mean, it is a lot of pain. Like, dang, you made me finna cry. Like, like, I will say, I do miss a lot of my friends. Like, I do miss a lot of the people that bro, I'm finna cry. What the fuck? I do miss a lot of my peoples that I used to hang out and laugh with. Like, you're gonna miss that shit, bro. Yeah, facts. I do miss a lot of those people, bro. It's painful that some people leave, and it's always, everything always ends up coming to money or something. Like, it always comes down to it. Even when those people that say that it's not, it always comes down to that, bro. And it's not even like owing people money, because I know that's why a lot of people fall out, because, oh, you owe me money or whatever. But it's more of like, bro, you need to be helping me out. You should be doing this for me, bro. Like, you know, something like that. And it really hurts to see people go, because like every single one of my friends have their own shit going on. They work hard no matter what. I will help them as much as possible, but they still have their own shit. They're not gonna always come to me for something. They never really come to me. None of these people come to me about anything. So it makes me give more to them because I see that they're working hard. But when you have people constantly begging you for stuff, it's like, damn, I don't even wanna, like, you might text me good morning, and I might not wanna pick that shit up because I know the next question after is gonna be, good morning, I need help with this, can you help me out? So you get what I'm saying? So it's painful to see people go like that, because those are the people, like my friends and my family are the people I'm gonna bless without them asking. So the moment people start asking for stuff without hard work, I need to see your hard work first, and I'm just gonna bless you automatically. But that doesn't mean fake the hard work either, right? So it's painful, but it's life.
Sorry, I have a question for you. You talk about your mom, biological and foster mom, and your siblings. What about your dad?
I just met my dad this year, actually.
Yeah. How'd it go?
I don't know. I don't know what to think. Because I met my dad. So basically how the situation worked was my mom called me and she was like, yeah, your dad texted me. He says he's want to talk to you. But like my dad was in jail at the time. So where I'm at now, I was kind of thinking of it, like, because I was like thinking deep into things. I was like, well, I'm 22 now. Huh? Yeah, I'm only 22. I wish I had my passport. But I'm 22 now. My dad's way older, and it makes me think. The reason why we like mom and dad are supposed to raise the kid and teach them life lessons and teach them how to become an adult. Yeah. And I'm an adult already. And I'm starting to, where did that accent come from? Already. But I'm an adult, and it's more of like, dang, my dad is like in jail, and I'm like trying to live a better life. Should I really mix myself with his energy, or should I mix myself in that situation? I don't know what his intentions are. It's like, why would you randomly want to talk to me now? And it's been 22 years.
And you're in this situation as well now. So.
But maybe he might not, maybe it just was a coincidence.
Test
So
it.
it's like,
Give it time.
I've tested it.
Are you ready? And how did it go?
I've tested it.
How did it go?
The third day, he was like, can you put money on my book?
No, but how much?
He was like a few dollars. But he's out now. But he's out of jail now. He had like a couple months left. He's out of jail now. He's in, oh, I'm not gonna tell you what he's at.
Did you ask him why he didn't want to, like, why he didn't try when he was injured?
I didn't ask yet. I'm contemplating, should I?
So prior to you meeting him this year, did you have any other father figure? Or somebody you looked up to?
No. It was just my mom and my sister. Yeah, I got you.
I'm done. Thank you.
But yeah, I'm still contemplating, should I speak to him or not?
How's your mom and sister now?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm happy. I'm thrilled, actually.
Second time here, right?
Third time.
Third time, there we go. Next thing is, shout out to everyone that you came with, your camera crew. I know they're friends, yeah? So everyone, big shout out to them. Okay, clear the building. Bro, keep popping your shit. Like, it's not just sign the building, don't get twisted. We're all here for sign.
My bad, bro.
The main thing that I really wanted to ask as well really was, how did you go from being inconsistently profitable to consistently profitable if you ever went through them? Like the question itself is actually not based on a strategy, it's based on from a psychological aspect.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that I probably did was more of like focused on what was winning and what wasn't. I think that was what was keeping me back, because it would be like I would win a lot and then lose a lot. What am I doing that I'm doing on my winners that I'm not doing on my losers? Or what am I doing more of on my losers than I am on my winners? So it's really like, huh?
Was that with SMC? Like in the beginning, was that with SMC when you was win a lot and then lose a lot?
Yeah, once I started keeping everything simple, it was like I think I told him, when you build a foundation, you know what to take away. So when I started trading like all this complicated stuff, it was really hard to know what to take away. So it's really hard to scale when there's so much going on.
So when you stopped doing the whole SMC route and you went down the route of what you now call ICC, it didn't just hit off straight away. Am I right? It did?
It did. It wouldn't hit as much, but it was working for me.
That's the part I'm asking. So from the part where it started hitting more than it did when you were doing SMC, so from the beginning where it started hitting off to where it's now consistently hitting off now, or however long it's been.
I get what you're saying.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like at that pivot point from where you now started doing ICC to where you are now, what was that mindset shift that allowed you to consistently just be profitable instead of just being inconsistent?
I get what you're saying. It was more of like, for me, it was trusting the higher time frame. Like I had a bad thing back then of like really trusting the charts. Like if I would see something, I would be like, okay, I see it, but like I don't really like fully trust it. Like I might see like, let's say if I'm looking for sales, like I would see the lower high, I could get in, but do I really trust this lower high to keep pushing down and make a lower low? It was more of that for me, like really trying to trust the charts for what it is. Because like I've seen so much, it was like, oh, but what happens if it hits this level and try to bounce off, or like this order block and it tries to do something different. Like it was really me just really like being on the higher time frame and saying like, okay, this is what I'm seeing, this is the levels it's breaking, let me fully trust it to come down to the next level or fully go up to the next level. So that was something for me. Huh?
How did you overcome that?
Trusting it. It's something you just got to do. Like really, it was just like doing it all the time. And if it was working consistently, I was like feeling more and more at ease at it. Like the more you do it, the more at ease you become. And then you're not really like, in the beginning it was scary, but I was like, I have to do it. I have to see how it goes, the outcome of it. You have to get the outcome first before you actually make a decision if it needs to be, done right or properly. Because some people, they go on YouTube and they watch all these different strategies. They'll try it once and then they'll just never do it again because it didn't work that first time. Like you actually have to get a real results out of it, see if it actually works, do it a couple times. If it doesn't work at all, then change it. But I started to see it was working more time again, so I just kept doing it and I kept becoming more comfortable.
Okay, I appreciate you taking the time to even respond to that. Thank you to yourself, your team, and actually, funny enough, thank you everyone else that's actually here. So
thank you for everybody coming to this. Wait, is that mic on?
You guys never here. He will be in London, but you guys will never see him anyways. He's going to join himself.
Yo, I'm going to move to London if it's like this.
Let's go!
You're motion,
I guess. Alright, cool. So let me ask you this, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, my sister, she used to work with trading heavy.
Yeah.
Always used to get it wrong, always following people, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. My boy put me onto you, I followed your thing, and I started showing her stuff, and it made sense to her. So like, I feel like I get the concept of it. Don't get me wrong, I blow my accounts, but that's due to my own nonsense. You know how it is, you overlot size, you get greedy, you get hungry, you're trying to make more. Now, I guess my question to you is, yeah, for me, I run a business, but it's a small business, so I'm hands-on, whether it be admin, outside, actually doing it, I'm doing a lot. So I don't necessarily have the time to look at the charts per se, yeah? So, I guess, how much time would you say you kind of need to really give it a good go to like make sure you actually catch an opportunity to get in, to place a buy or sell?
You don't need much time. You shouldn't be on the charts for more than like an hour. Just set an alert. If you feel like you're on the charts too long, just set an alert at the levels that you're looking for and then come back whenever the alerts hit. There's no reason why you should be just staring at your charts for hours on a day. People always think that, I used to think that was the same thing. The more hours you look at the chart, the better you get, but it's not the case. It's like the more trades you get, the more setups you get, the better you become because you're actually in the trade. But just because you stare at the chart doesn't mean it's going to make you a better trader. So I would just say you probably need like 30 to an hour. And then if nothing happens, set an alert where you do want something to happen, where you're going to take an action, and then only get on the charts when that alert hits.
So now, let's say, obviously everyone comes from different walks of life. Yeah, you might have some bread in your pocket, you might not, whatever. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you got £1,000, £1,000. Yeah, what would you say would be sufficient to start with from that grand? Well, mind you, you can't lose that. Well, not that you can't lose that, but
you should be able to lose it.
No. I mean, okay. Let's just say hypothetically speaking, that's all you got to in it. Yeah, hypothetically speaking, that's all you got to in it. For some people, that might be pocket change. For some people, that might actually be the difference between whether they go do a madness or not. Yeah. So from that, how much? Like, say you put £300, realistically speaking. Yeah. Is that even? Can you do much of that, or is that going to take you a very long time until you get to a position where you actually start seeing bread? Because really,
I get what you're saying.
Anyone that gets into it, they're trying to make money.
Yeah.
So if you're making £10, £20, you're not really going to be content. So you're going to up your lot size and risk more in order to try and gain more. So is it a case of put in your little money, make your little money, stack it until you get to the right position, or just wait until you got more bread to actually put in?
Second option. I would wait. Me personally, like I told him, when you want to switch from becoming a regular worker to a full-time day trader, it really comes down from your account is at a level where you can make what you're making at your job, and then you can have that free time to, once you replace trading, or once you place your job with trading, you have free time and you're still making the amount of money that you can in a job, and it's not hurting your account to do so. So like, let's say if you have $1,000 and you're risking, like $25, and you can come out with $80, or what's the reward on that? $100, then you should feel comfortable being able to trade that. And you'll be like, okay, this is not hurting my account just to trade this every day. But if you're trading with 300, trying to make 100, it's not going to really work as much, because you're going to always be risking a lot more. And there's always going to be those days where you might lose more than 100, and that's pretty much your whole account. And then you got to scale down your lot size because your account's becoming smaller. But if you have like more of a larger size account, you kind of have more wiggle room. You have more room to, have that leverage, have that risk without being fearful. So I wouldn't suggest trading. There's some people out here that trade small accounts to big accounts, but ask them how many times it took them to do that. And if they did it once, or if it was their first time doing it, tell them to do it 10 more times, Like, trading from a small size account is way harder than trading from a larger size account. But that also doesn't mean trading from a large size account is going to make you like instantly profitable or make your money right away, right? It's all about the skills. It's all about the trading, the positions that you're taking, the mindset that you have when you're in these positions, and then carrying on from there. Yeah. So, hey, did I actually answer your question fully? All right.
Yeah, you did.
Are you sure?
No, you did.
I don't want to leave here if I didn't answer it.
Nah. I get it.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm just going to say thank you for coming around. I'd sent you a message when you were in Amsterdam to be like, if you don't mind, I don't mind organizing that of UK if you want to come around. And coming from Birmingham today, I met a guy on the train. He was actually following 2 of your accounts on Telegram, that fake accounts, and verified accounts, but they are fake accounts. It was like, oh, they keep requesting for £400. I'm like, Sai doesn't request money. Then I gave him your actual Telegram account and told him, come on, delete that one and stop like following that. But my actual question for you is, I've been trying to like scale smaller accounts to bigger accounts, which I've been doing that. So recently, I scaled the $800 account to 10,000.
Oh, 800 is good though.
Yeah, 800 to 10,090 in like 4 days or 5 days. But don't clap. Don't clap. So getting to that point, I'm like, yo, that was around the time when you actually said, oh, London for Monday or something, 20th. Then I'm like, yo, now I have, as a Thursday night, I had that money, and I'm like, I'm going to just make sure to keep this account and keep building it till it gets to as big as I can keep this account. Then that Thursday night, go did a crazy pullback. I blew my account that very night. But for me, I don't give up. I sent it to you in a message as well. I'm like, you know what? This just happened. I just keep talking to you. I know you're not talking, but I'm like,
you sent it on Instagram?
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
Dre.
Hold on, type it right quick. I gotta see what this looks. Yo, bro, stop shaking, bro.
Wait, what is that? Is that like your trade that blue or something?
No. Oh. I was in Europe. It was a crazy, to me it was crazy because I thought back on it. But I was in Europe with the boys and I was floating like 140K and I was on the boat in the middle of Europe and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like 20 years old.
So I've got one question for you about lot size.
Yeah.
I get them, but I don't get them. So like a 0.01, what's that percentage wise? No, furthermore, don't even say that. On a, say you got a grand.
Broker as well.
Yeah, we'll go for a grand.
Yeah.
Say you got a grand, and then you're risking 0.01, and essentially, obviously, broker dependent. But what are you actually risking?
You lost 10,000 in one night? What the
That's what I said after.
Bro, risk management was not there at all.
That's what I said after.
Wait, what'd you say after?
There's a lot of messages. I know he's not there.
He's there now.
Bro cooked his own self. He cooked his own self, bro.
Yes. Going forward, because I'm not a quitter, I don't give up. So I already started doing another account, and the question for me is, how do you actually like keep that mentality of knowing that? Because when I told some of my friends, they were like, you lost, why didn't you just withdraw? I'm like, if I keep withdrawing every 5, every 10K, how do I get a 50K account? How do I get a 100K if I don't have someone that's going to give me that kind of capital?
But that was like how I explained to him with the whole like building on the side. I think he left. But the guy that was scaling with his brother, I think he left. Yeah, he left. Yeah. But yeah. When it comes to scaling, when you have money on the side, so they was right. You should have been withdrawing like 5K, so you have money on the side. So that way, this would have never hurt you.
Yeah.
If you would have did it again, it would have never hurt you because you already have money on the side.
Yeah, I felt odd, but at the same time, I knew what I was getting into at that point when I was making that decision.
The whole account in one night is crazy.
Yeah, and currently I built another account from 500 to 4,005 in a few days as well. Yeah. So mentally, I don't mind. Like I don't mind to keep going. But because I feel like at the end of the day, I don't want the small money, I don't want the small capital. And as much as I keep trying to like get bigger capital somewhere else, that's not working yet. And I know that my only option is to keep growing my little capitals to as much as I can keep going. So I just feel like when it gets to some certain point, I don't know what to do. Maybe to take my money and just start all over smaller.
I think you're overthinking it.
Yes.
Just like once you feel like you've made enough, withdraw and start over. You see you got the skill to do so, so why not just withdraw, have the money, start over again, and use a stop loss right here.
Oh yeah, bro. Sorry. Yeah, I know we don't have that much time. How do you deal with fear, greed, and doubt in trading? Does it ever creep up into
fear, greed, and doubt?
Oh, yeah. Fear, greed, and I thought he said fig. Fear, greed, and doubt. Like in what aspect?
If you're in a trade, I know probably you don't feel that anymore once you're getting into it, but does that ever come into your mind again? And how do you kind of change your thinking or perspective to, this is what I do and I have to stick to this, basically?
Same thing I told him with the trusting the higher time frame, trusting the analysis. Yeah, right. Kind of eliminates all that because you fully put your trust in the chart and what you've learned so far, the market structure, it kind of eliminates all that. Even if it doesn't play out, you still feel good about it because you're like, I've seen it happen before, so the chances of it happening again kind of eliminates that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, for me, a lot of times, I don't get into trades, and in hindsight, I'm correct. So, I don't know, I just have trouble with kind of not believing in myself. I believe in myself a lot, but just kind of being executive about it and, really just sticking to it. And if I take the loss, I take the loss.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of people who kind of struggle with that.
Yeah, just
But
I personally would just say trust.
Yeah.
Trust the higher time frame. Trust the market structure that's presented to you. You're always gonna feel some type of emotion, especially when you put capital on the line. You're gonna have some type of. So there's no full way to get rid of it, but to kind of sedate it is just giving that trust. Damn.
Zach, can I ask one question, bro? So, you know that bit about my dad and that, can you just take that out?
Wait, I can't hear you.
Now, you know that bit I spoke to you about my old man? Yeah, can you just, obviously that bit, can you edit that out so it's not on the internet?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hello mate, I have a question for you. Thanks for taking your time and showing like your time here. And I have a question for you if you don't mind. So which broker do you use like?
Oh, this is easy. Liquid brokers.
What's the leverage on it?
1 to 500 is the max.
1 to 500.
What brokers did you have a problem with?
Huh?
What brokers have you ever had a problem with?
Vital Markets, Hugo's Way, and KLT.
Yeah.
Okay guys, we have 3 minutes, so we want to try to get a picture. So we're gonna go ahead and do that first.
Hold on. Before everybody stops moving.
We gotta get the ICC picture, bro.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I need a single file line. We're gonna line up.
No. We need the ICC picture
Okay,
first.
well, first set. First set. Yeah.
We gotta do the pictures outside.
Listen.
Guys, if you are leaving, head straight out. Don't hang about at the tables and that. Just head straight out.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hope, man. I appreciate it. All the best. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody just stay where you are.
Hold on.
That's fake.
That's fake.
Oh no, that's not me, bro. I didn't text you.
Gonna take the
Yeah.
I have to leave for like 5 seconds. I hear it. Hold on.
We're trying to take a group picture.
All right, we gotta go out. We should just do it outside.
Take the picture outside. So.
We should do it outside. It's crowded as fuck.
Shy, can I ask you one question? Obviously, I've been here the whole time chilling, innit? I've been trading for like 2 years, trying to get through there, innit? Obviously, the same reason you're like trading because of my
Thanks,
mum,
bro.
innit?
Appreciate it, my guy.
Just
oh shit.
Appreciate everything you do, man.
Appreciate it, my guy.
What's that? I need to tell you something.
What's going on?
Hey, finish it. Please.
We gotta get outside. Just get outside.
From 8 power, take my account 2,000.
What? From $8?
From $8. Really? I'll show you.
Yo, we gotta get outside then. We gotta get outside.
Just go outside.
Ready, yeah? We have to go outside.
Ready? What's that?
Just go
This is
for
the
it.
account, yeah? When I take 38, this is the what size of accounted, yeah? Now it's 2,038.
You still got the 2,000?
Yes, now it's still is live.
Oh,
2,437 right now.
This nigga's actually.
This is live. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
I see Marcus though?
Yeah.
Sorry here, bro. Yo, it's got.
Still, I've got the questions here. Let's go.
Yo, get the fucking crowd. Get the.
Let's go. Take this one, please.
When you hold the swing.
What side? Take this one. Yep. Yeah, that's enough. Thank you, yeah?
I can't move.
I will try to text to you that even when higher than that.
Who's on my back, bro?
Yo, bro. I'm 17.
You're 17?
Bro, on my ones, I'm by myself.
We came from Italy. Can I make you a question? We came from Italy only for you. First of all, I started trading an AlphaGo, and I started following you on the beginning of September, and I make more money in the last 45 days than the previous year. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much.
How you feeling about that?
It's amazing. It's simple. But if you talk about psychology, and if you could give us, if you could give us only one psychological skill, only one. Which
A
would it
skill?
be? Yeah, psychological skill.
It depends on what you're struggling with.
No. It's not about struggling to do the level up.
Yeah.
The most relevant skill about psychology that you think when you talk about trading. For you.
I don't. I wouldn't really know. The best psychology skill that you could have in trading would be having that ability to be able to scale in a mindset. Like I would say, it depends on what you're struggling with, because you got to be struggling with something, because trading is going to change you regardless.
Yeah.
So if you're doing good in trading, it's going to change you regardless.
Completely, day by day, after day.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to answer that, like, because it's a bold question, because it depends on what you struggle with. If you feel like you have a decent way of like trading, you feel like you got it.
No,
it shouldn't really be. It shouldn't really be anything that's kind of like keeping you back.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank
So I was going to ask you, you didn't tell us anything about how you're going to scale to like 100 million, because you said that you were aiming for that. You had some business ventures that you're working on.
I think it's just going to end up
being a. I thought you did your last trade this year. What happened to that? What happened to that? You said the 28.
You did a stop loss thing. Remember?
What's stop? I didn't show you, bro. I'm gonna make a video. Wait, don't let me forget either. Yo, sorry.
You said that's all right. That's all right. Because you said that this might be your last trade this year.
What, Solana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then earlier on, you was like, I came back from my Ibiza. I came back from Italy, and I'm going crazy. I need to get my 100 mil.
I need to, bro.
Yeah. So I think gonna stick to it.
I think Solana might get that though.
Yeah. All right. Wait and see. We'll see.
I think when you hold a swing, do you exit on that next correction, or do you hold through it and re-enter on the next continuation?
You can do either one. It depends on what the market is doing, though.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, one more. Do it again. Try it again.
I'm gonna fucking make it. On my life, I'm gonna fucking make it. There's no way I'm gonna, bro. I'm gonna make it, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, when will this be posted?
Oh, it smells like straight gas out here, bro.
Something else. You ever do a challenge?
Huh?
You help out. Sir, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shy. Something else I should have said was, nothing made sense until I came across ICC. I've been trading since 2021.
Yeah.
And nothing made sense until ICC came in.
I know, it's gonna always work, bro.
Bless you.
Yo. I won't be able to take pictures. I won't be able to take pictures with everybody. Y'all gotta take videos. If you're gonna take one, take a video. Take a video. You gotta take a video, cause. Yo, what's good, my guy?
Yes,
you gonna make it, bro, if you're watching.
How are you finding London?
London's great, bro. London's great, bro.
Get out the fuck, bro. Bro, don't stay here, bro. Don't stay here for too long.
It feels like New York, bro.
It's New York.
It's on your hand?
No, my hand. My jacket.
Your jacket, bro. Is it white?
Yeah, it's white. You're gonna remember. Bye. Trade my child. Just trade. Bravo. Yes, hi.
Watch out.
Alright, my guys. Let him get a picture. Come on. What is this?
You're like a superhero, you know?
Where is he?
Seriously, this is my bro. Love, bro. Thank you, man.
Come on, one more. I got y'all too, because you're from Italy too, right?
Bro, I love your whole story, your whole YouTube video. I'm being next to you. Excuse me. Thank you. I love you.
All right, one more. One more.
I'm gonna take one.
All right, watch out. Time shit.
All right, appreciate it.
Jump in.
ICC!
That's fine. These guys together. That's fine.
I see fucking C.
Shit! Come back again!
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Yo!